The Bob and Tom Show.
To be hitting the balls. And a news update on groins. Thank you, Tom. Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Someday you may be grateful.
Hang on. I forgot. It's been the weekend. You can't wait to talk. I realize that.
Go ahead. I'm just saying.
No. Go
An
ahead.
amazing tie-in.
Go ahead. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Hi there, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Hey there, Ace Cosby.
In your face.
Yeah, There's Willie Griswold.
Beautiful day, folks. Beautiful day.
Willie's going to live forever.
Never going to die.
I'm Chick McGee. I'm alive. Here's Tom.
That was a special request. We're continuing our Veterans Day requests. That goes out to Tony Marlowe, United States Army, Vietnam, 1969 and 1970. There you go, Tony. Enjoy a little bit of trauma to the groin. Also, sending that one out to Army medic, Patrick Wanzer. Patrick, I hope your groin is just fine. And we do have groin news coming up today. Interestingly enough, a fascinating story about groin protection.
He's off.
What about right now, Tom? What are we doing right now?
Well, I think
We're talking about a fabulous weekend in the National Football League. They were in Munich yesterday. Did you see any of this? We had the game of the year with the Vikings and the Bills. It was
the Munich thing featuring the Tampa.
Which I switched my pick at the last minute on Instagram. I had Tampa, and I couldn't understand how they were 3.5-point favorites over Seattle, so I switched it and ended up, instead of being 3-2 for the week, I'm 2-3.
Oh, wow.
Sad state of affairs, ladies and gentlemen. But still, the thing I wanted to ask you, did you guys know that John Denver's Take Me Home Country Roads? Did you see the game yesterday morning? Like at the 2-minute warning in Munich, and this is like an Oktoberfest song, and they just started singing it during the football game.
Tuesday plays.
No, they sing Take Me Home Country Roads as loud as you...
In English?
Yes, as loud as you've ever heard it in Munich. I wish you would have seen it. It's unbelievable. I still don't understand why they do it, but they did it.
Huh.
I went online. Evidently, it's an Oktoberfest tradition.
Wow.
Ever since, I don't know, 46.
It happens at Blues games, too. The St. Louis Blues, they do it.
Well, yeah, evidently the Munich's picked it up. I don't get it either, but it was amazing. You couldn't hear the guys doing play-by-play for the crowd singing Take Me Home Country. Very, very odd. Odd, Tom.
That's fun.
Now, do you think they'll get a permanent NFL team in Munich before they'll get one in London?
No. London Jaguars.
Oh, you think that's...
Oh, that's done. Yeah, that's done. We'll see that in our lifetime. If not, by the end, before 30, the Jaguars will be in London.
Oh, so it may not be our lifetime.
Well, yeah. It may not be ours. It would definitely be Willie's.
Don't make me sad like that, fellas.
No, it's all right.
A lot of advances in modern technology. Dad, I don't see why you can't be here until 2050, right?
No, I can't take much more. Let's not do that.
We do have
And we got to say thank you to Jeff Saturday. He's a miracle worker. What have we always said?
I'm a big fan.
You got lucky.
Big fan. You got lucky is what Ace said.
He's a handsome man.
Now, Willie, recount what Ace texted you during the game.
The thing is, Ace is always a sportsman, and I think that there's pride in sportsmanship. And in the spirit of sportsmanship, the Raiders had a pretty good play, and Ace texted me, in yo face.
In yo, Y-O.
One play.
One play in your face.
We were up in the third quarter.
There's nothing sadder than presumptive, is that a word? Trash talk. There's nothing sad.
Although I did catch one thing. I love it when a team is way behind. There's like 2 minutes to go, and the team that's behind, a guy makes a sack and has a huge celebration. By the way, pointless. It's over.
And yes, Jeff and video, I owe you a pizza. Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, that's right.
There was a bet
on Friday.
Totino's pizza bet between Oscar and
$1.99 pizza.
$1.99.
Pizza roll, or I tell you what, I'm going to pick that up for you. I'm just going to give you your $2 back that I've got over here that I won from you, and you just
No, it
go
goes
ahead.
to Oscar.
That goes to Oscar.
Yeah.
J.O., that's yours.
Okay, right. So, Mr. Cosby is a diehard Las Vegas Raiders fan,
And
Willie, a
then,
Colts fan, and that was
without
the big
revealing too
matchup.
much, I know these things. I've seen them. Derek Carr, the quarterback for the Raiders, is having an emotional breakdown.
Yeah, he did tear up in the postgame.
He cried for, I'm not sure, 5 minutes on camera. It was not, it's not
Really?
pleasant, and I feel really horrible for him. I'm not even
Lot of
being funny.
pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, man.
He said, I'm sick of it several times, and I love those guys a couple of times because they've lost.
Well, other than the Saints game, they've been in every game they've played.
They've lost. They're 0-6 in one-score games, and last year they were 7-2 or something. And yeah, they just can't take
but
much more.
second half of the season, I'm ready.
Okay, well, if you're ready for the second half of the season, we are ready for you with our Pigskin Pick'em competition. And, of course, the Monday Nighter concludes the official weekend. So, Chick, now the Monday Nighter, it's the Eagles and your team, right?
The undefeated Eagles and Washington tonight.
What is the spread, man?
The Washington football team getting, I don't know, 38? No, it's...
Whatever they got.
Yeah, however many they have. Washington getting 11 tonight.
So are you going to...
no, God, no.
You're not going to...
No.
So I'm not going to try to pressure you.
No.
Because
yes, you are, and that's fine. That's what we do. I get it.
How would you do it,
get
Josh? How would you pressure him to...
Oh, I'd be like, nah, chick, man. You look, sometimes gambling is for real men. Real men, and it's okay not to take part.
You don't have to step up.
No.
Okay, I appreciate that, guys. I
You
really
can
do.
slug your way around your house while others are...
I understand
Don't
Coles
succumb to
is
peer
having a sale
pressure.
on panties this weekend.
No.
Don't succumb to peer
Here's the
pressure.
thing. Neither one of them know what they're dealing with today. Okay?
Oh, boy.
It's fine. Really.
Do you
I
have
got
a
a
little,
lot. I got a lot going on up here.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm.
Oh, that's your
I'm
head?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my head. Point to my head.
Now,
Up here.
Okay, Josh.
Yes.
How was the fishing?
Oh, terrific. Yeah.
Catch anything?
Yeah, oh, sure. Yeah, plenty of white bass and some Kentucky spotted bass and largemouth, and yeah, they were biting.
Well, Kentucky spots, isn't that what you got on that one trip down to Louisville once?
to- Oh.
It was Lexington.
Oh, sorry. You got a little something south of the border, did you?
I'm surprised you didn't catch a cold with the drastic change in temperature.
Oh, man, we went from 85 Wednesday evening to 20. But we were prepared, layered up.
I think the average almost everywhere in the country was 20 below its normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
craziness.
Yeah,
I mean, it
nuts.
was crazy.
I missed Friday because of the aforementioned stuff in my head.
Yeah.
Lunacy.
And,
is the word
yeah,
you're looking
lunacy. That's right.
Going
But,
loco?
yeah, when I left, you guys, it was 75 degrees, and now it's check local listings in the
Crisp.
20s. It's
Crisp.
crisp. It's a
Yes.
fall day. Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah, good.
Sure
great.
glad I don't have two new puppies. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, as I said, this is, we've got the audio. Thank you, Dean. This is from Munich yesterday, and for some reason, the crowd, you explain me. You explain it. And it only gets louder. Are you kidding?
Warsaw, Poland, Blitzkrieg, the... Oh, sorry. A lot of inexplicable things those Germans do.
It is a little dicey. I don't want to see a bunch of blonde hair, blue eye guys singing about almost heaven. It's a little weird, right?
You know, Patton Oswalt has a great stand-up bit about he went to Germany to do some stand-up shows, and he goes, boy, or they don't have any amusement to joke about what happened during the war. He's like, no, you can't joke about it at all. They don't want to
understand that.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So explain it to me, Einstein. Why did they do that? Explain to me. Can
I
you
have
explain
no
that to
idea.
me?
Why
We
do
love
they?
John Denver.
Why do they
Yeah.
play that crappy song when the St. Louis Blues
Oh,
had
Gloria?
their big year? They played
Well,
Gloria.
Yeah, that was one of those superstitions. All sports teams have that. kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's
That was
sort of
that's
certain
explained.
random things get attached to certain teams, and
Yeah.
Chick, did you notice going to the first commercial break, they played the Scorpions?
Yeah, a lot of Scorpions. A
Like
lot
a little cliche there.
A lot of ACDC
nice.
in the a lot of ACDC in the
well, Scorpions are from Germany.
Germany, yeah.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay,
They
that's-
like their
that's
metal
fun.
in Germany, and they like their John Denver. I don't know.
How odd.
I have no idea.
Pat, we have time. Do you mind telling me I love this story.
When I was a kid. I was going out to L.A. for my first time, taking the Greyhound bus. I just started playing guitar. I was carrying it around. I had a little backpack. And
You're going out to Hollywood to become a
I am
star.
indeed. Well, trying to, yeah, my first time. And I get on this crowded bus with the guitar in my backpack, and in the back, a lady, it's crowded. I'm just looking for a seat, and she goes, Hey, look, it's John Denver. The place exploded with laughter.
Well, odds are she's dead by now, so you win.
She's long dead.
She killed her.
All right, good. Thank you very much. Coming up, we have some very exciting things in the news, including something, an interesting story about groin and trauma to the groin. And we'll continue to play some of these stacks of requests we got here for veterans. Happy to squeeze some of this stuff in the show for you today, and we'll get to it throughout the morning. Thank you very much. Right now, I want to remind you, of course, gift-giving season arriving shortly. And everybody knows what's the number one gift? Well, of course, diamond stud earrings. That's where Steven Singer comes in at IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven has a very interesting new item out there. It's called the Anita Diamond Stud Earring Set. Under $300, so it's super easy to buy real diamonds for somebody. No phony sales, no haggling at Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven has the real diamond studs. They're flawless to the eye, near colorless, and they come in his famous, with the famous full-value lifetime trade-in. You can trade up anytime. Also, a 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee from Steven Singer Jewelers. So you can't go wrong. If he or she doesn't like it, back they go. Free shipping both ways. Get the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Once again, the Anita Diamond Stud Earrings. And I got a nice letter from a guy about how I pronounce it, Anita. I was saying it's Anita as in I like to be in America. He goes, it's Inita. But what was most interesting about this letter was the gentleman signs it, I am stomping on butterflies. Anyone want to help me?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No,
right
I don't know what that is.
This guy said, he wrote me a letter about pronouncing Anita Diamond Stud Earrings, but he's at P.S. Ace's jokes of the day are the highlight of my night as I drive from Sacramento to Reno.
You got to be kidding.
A wise man.
In a truck. Then he says, P.S. I am stomping on butterflies. Not exactly sure what you mean, sir, but it's okay with me.
My God, I can't imagine what that might mean, and why would you say it out loud?
And it's pronounced
In the middle of an ad, no less.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, everything was
Have you
fine
lost
until
your
the butterflies got, which is slang for butterflies. We call them teenagers, of course.
Cereal. I just got to.
Oh, my God.
Tom,
I'm just, look at here.
wrap it up.
You don't have to read every
Nationally known
sentence to
jeweler
you.
canceled due to Proud Boy code message.
This guy just says,
Don't do it. Don't do it again.
that's IHateStevenSinger.com.
There we are.
Tell him somebody
Anita
else.
Diamond earrings.
Somebody else sent you.
Hey, some say the greatest NFL game in the history of the world happened yesterday. I hope you saw it. We'll talk about it.
Okay, good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
And a very good morning. Welcome to Monday. We've made it to November 14th, 2022. My name is Mark Allison, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Comedian Greg Warren on the way with another edition of The Warren Report. And
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
And the answer could have profound effects on the health of the planet. More specifically, the question is how to stop cows, sheep, and other farm animals from belching out so much methane. New Zealand scientists coming up with some surprising solutions that could put a big dent in animal emissions. Among the more promising, selective breeding, genetically modified food, methane inhibitors, and a potential game changer, a vaccine. Because farming is central to the economy, about half of the nation's greenhouse gas emissions come from farms compared to less than 10% in the United States. And that's a look at things you may have missed. Watch out for those cow burps. I'm Mark Allison. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Boy, this week in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky sure has a lot of dummies in town. It's the annual ventriloquist convention.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show. I'm sorry? What did you say?
From the ventriloquism convention?
Yeah. And I'm not moving on this.
I can tell.
We can tell.
I can tell your lips are pretty still there. Jerry, what's the name of your partner?
Timmy.
Timmy?
It's Julie.
Can Timmy? Can Timmy speak into the phone? Hand him the phone.
You're going to drink some water.
Drink some water while talking to us. Okay,
go ahead.
I'll have to call you back.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, Bob and Tom.
Hi.
It's Pepe Lescrote.
Yeah! Pepe Lescrotum. Good morning,
Hi,
Pepe.
Comment allez-vous with you?
Oh, we're fine.
Hi, Pepe. I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting is a non-urine.
Oh,
the
is that your job?
used in these fertility drugs.
Yes. It was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry when they were spanked.
They wouldn't?
No.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Yes, Pepe.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one.
That's right.
Thank you, Pepe Lescrotum.
Au revoir.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi, Chick.
And a swell scarf.
Thank you.
I think I'd wear that.
Would you?
That's beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
There's Pat Godwood.
Hello.
You can borrow it any time.
Well, thank you. I might. And if I need to feel pretty.
Okay.
There's Josh Arnold. Hello, Josh.
Chicky.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline. Hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning, man.
Look at the smile on that guy's face. He's
happy guy over here.
He's never going to die. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
We'll get some coffee in here. I'm going to die.
And here's the crowd from Munich. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen. 70,000 Germans.
In English.
Yeah.
Was this a big hit over there or something?
I got no idea.
Where wasn't it a big hit?
That's the thing. Where wasn't it a big hit? Take Me Home, Country Roads.
Yeah, I don't know.
West Virginia, almost heaven.
Isn't
West
the big
Virginia.
star over there the guy from what's his name?
Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff. He's the big big stage.
The Hoff. They call him the Hoff.
He's going on tour over there in the new year.
Is that right?
He's a musician, right? He plays.
Well, he's a singer.
He sings and poses.
Whatever.
And eats cheeseburgers on the floor drunk. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. That was everywhere for a while.
Man,
That
embarrassing.
I was watching that going on. The only difference between me and Hasselhoff is no one videoed.
Right, yeah.
I must have missed this. So what was he doing now?
No, it's a famous viral video.
His
right?
daughter filmed it.
Yeah.
He's drunk.
He's drunk as a skunk.
On the carpet. Yeah,
he's laying on the floor. I'm not sure if it's hardwood or carpet. But, and he's like, mumbling like you do when you're drunk and eating cheesemburgers and French fries. It was.
Are they on a plate or are they on the floor?
I
It
don't
was just in his
know.
hand. He was like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was something else.
I really haven't allocated enough time in my life to watch the Hoff.
This was one of the first viral videos, right?
Yeah,
because it was quite a while ago. Yeah.
Okay, well,
right up there with Pam and Tommy Lee.
well, he's famous for Knight Rider here and Baywatch worldwide.
Baywatch.
Oh, okay. All right, I never watched a moment of it. So
Remember Baywatch running? They should always be running.
They run a lot.
The red one-piece bathing suits. Come on.
I honestly, I've never seen a second of that.
I don't see you laying on a beach somewhere. Elbowing your buddy going, oh, look at the set on her. I don't see you ever doing that.
You're correct. I have better things to do. Certainly enjoy a nice beach.
Do you have any friends that you'd even think of doing that with? I mean, hey, check her out, no?
Hubba.
I can't remember you
You
ever.
and Mark sitting there having a beer, checking out the scenery.
If I'm on the beach, I'm looking for shade. Sunscreen, shade. Maybe a boat to go sailing in. Do something important.
Mark in his onesie. Do something important. Even on the beach.
Wait a minute. Mark in a onesie. Let's go back there.
I don't know.
People are relaxing. Hey, why don't you go sail, buddy? How about you go
I'm going to do something important. I'm sailing.
You're wasting your time.
You're a one-man party,
Could
aren't
we
you?
move
You
forward?
enjoyed the female form, of course, right?
Oh, sure.
Oh, here's more Country Roads 2 from Munich. Here we go. Oh, they really.
Wow. Acapella. Because, of course, play has started, so they have to shut off the...
It's when the tank's rolling.
I was stunned by this. They were running a play, and the crowd could give a damn.
They're there for the party.
Yeah. Boy, I did see some drinking beer in that crowd. Boy, oh boy.
Isn't the German beer significantly more alcohol infused?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, sorry.
Okay. What else happened in the NFL?
The Vikings beat the Bills in overtime.
Insane game.
However, as we all know, there's an old saying among us athletes. I played high school football. That's right. The ball knows, Tom. You know what that means?
No.
The ball knows. Let's say there's a bad call. Well, it'll rectify itself during the playing of the game because the ball knows. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know where you're going with that. Sure.
It's not true.
Baseball, basketball, football, absolutely is.
All a karma thing.
Absolutely is.
Entire game.
Because yesterday, the Vikings win 33-30 in overtime. However, the NFL and the officials have admitted they made a mistake. The NFL senior vice president of officiating acknowledged there was a breakdown in the instant replay process during overtime. A pivotal play late in the Vikings' victory over Buffalo. Walt Anderson told reporters Gabe Davis's 20-yard reception along the sideline, 24 seconds left in regulation, should have been reviewed before the Bills ran another play to kick a field goal to tie the game.
Was that the pass interference call?
No, that was Gabe Davis diving out of bounds, and the ball kind of hit the ground, and everybody could see it, but Josh Allen wisely hurried up and ran a play so they couldn't review it.
Gotcha.
But normally they go, timeout, let's stop and take a look at this, but they didn't. So the Bills kicked a field goal, tying it at 30-30. Well, the ball knows. In overtime, Josh Allen throws an interception, and the Vikings win 33-30.
There you go.
So the correct outcome was achieved, regardless of a mistake.
Once.
No, that's not. I'm not going to let you get me down this morning. I'm going to play. Every time you upset me, I'm playing the plays. Everybody!
This
Virginia.
What was the town in West Virginia where you were a DJ, baby DJ?
Welch, West Virginia. Beautiful McDowell County.
I like their grape juice.
Actually, at the time, McDowell County, I think, McDowell, was the most depressed county in the United States of America.
And then you left and the numbers went back up.
Wow. I'm sorry. Weren't you here earlier when you said...
No, I'm not going to let him get to me today.
Yeah, that a boy, chick.
Thank you. I'm not going to let you get to me today, Tom.
Stay above it.
That's right. I'm right up here, Daddy.
Don't get mired down in the
right up here's where I'm
emotional bog that is Tom's friendship.
West Virginia.
Tom just T-balled that out of the stadium.
That was the best unconscious.
Pardon me?
Do you listen to yourself?
Do I listen to myself? Of course not. I'm completely full of crap.
A beautiful red flag that was sent to us by our friends in South Dakota.
Yeah, the Jackrabbits.
Look, my dad is the same color as this red flag.
I know, yeah.
He has turned completely red.
So sometimes you just have to throw
Wouldn't you
one out.
agree, though, that was the best unconscious setup I've ever had in my life?
Yes,
that was beautiful.
So anyway, the ball knows, Tom. Always remember that.
No, I did not watch the game in Germany. Were a lot of people wearing the various jerseys of the teams?
As Kurt Warner said, by the way, Rich Eisen yesterday, they had the Cracker Jack crew doing the play-by-play. Good God. Anyway, there was a stop on 4th down or whatever, and Rich Eisen, 9! He started yelling in German. But anyway.
I mean, it was 3rd and 9.
They kept saying that it was like a Super Bowl week. It reminded them of a Super Bowl. That's why the NFL's expanding to Munich. Because,
cool.
Yeah, in Germany, they're NFL crazy there. They had an unbelievable video of it looked like 35,000 fans outside the stadium waiting to get in before the gates opened. It was nuts. And people wear jerseys of all the NFL teams when they.
Is it awkward when there's a blitz? The whole crowd just kind of.
They did run down terms like a Buccaneer in Germany is a Sauerbrunn or something. I mean,
Sauerbrunn.
And then they did, but then they said Blitz is Blitz in Germany. Yeah.
We'd like to thank you for the term that we use
when we destroyed your country. Thank you. Yeah. When G.I. Joe came over here.
And that was the game that you switched your pick on.
Yeah, I had Seattle. I had Tampa Bay, and then I switched it to Seattle. And damn it, if Tom Brady didn't come out there like he... You think he went to Germany and had some kind of rejuvenation?
He went to the same place where Keith Richard went, did a complete blood transfusion.
Oh, is that it?
Yes, from a bunch of 13-year-old virgins.
See, that thing's it's okay in Germany. Mm-hmm. People go there for all sorts of, yeah.
How would you rather get your blood from 13-year-old non-virgins?
That's problematic.
But anyway.
What the hell's wrong with you? Why did you say that?
Funny.
See, that's what you do, Christy. You say something totally insensitive if it's going to get a laugh.
Okay.
That's the test you see for jokes. Are people laughing?
Shakespeare, did you watch Tom Brady slip in that game? Growing up a Colts fan, I've never liked Tom Brady. I always like to watch him fall down. It's a good time.
Yeah.
He's over 45 now.
Yeah.
Not as fun. That's just an old man falling.
Yeah.
You see that in the grocery store, it makes you sad.
You kind of flinch because you're like, did he break a hip?
Exactly.
Tampa Bay wins 21-16, by the way. Maybe we should say that. But they did have a formation yesterday where Leonard Fournette, the running back for the Buccaneers, took the direct snap, and Tom Brady was split out wide like a wide receiver. And Fournette was supposed to throw him the ball, which he did, but the Seahawks were onto it. The first time Brady was wide open, but something happened.
Did he fall down?
That's when Tom Brady fell down.
So it's a trick play?
So, yeah, it's somewhat of a trick play. So the second time they tried
How far away is Brady?
He split out wide, like a wide receiver, close to the sideline.
I think this falls into the category of razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I can't wait for someone to do the Statue of Liberty again. You know what that is, Christy?
No, I don't.
The quarterback.
I've been hijacked.
This is the classic playground football move. The quarterback goes back.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And the guy comes back around and grabs the ball back there and takes off. See?
Statue of Liberty. Instead of a torch, it's a
they used to
football.
do that in the 60s.
Okay.
60s.
Did the pros ever do that?
1860s.
Didn't the Three
The ball was
Stooges run
round.
it?
Yeah, absolutely.
The Three Stooges ran it?
The Leatherheads.
It's a
Check,
classic.
the pros never did it, did they?
Probably. I think Sid Luckman probably did it, or somebody for the Bears, I would think. But anyway, Tom Brady's talking about this. They asked him about it after the game, and he said, what were you? And the thing I thought was funny was that he said, well, I went over there after the play because he fell down again, and the Seahawks intercepted it and started their comeback. But he said, I was trying to talk to Lenny, and I told him, you should have thrown it deeper or something. And I thought it was funny that have you ever seen Leonard Fournette? He's quite the imposing running back, LSU and Tampa Bay. But I don't think anyone. Why would you call him Lenny? He doesn't seem like a Lenny to me.
Maybe they're buddies.
Lenny and Squiggy, I guess. I don't know. But I would still call him Leonard if I were friends with Leonard.
You would call him Mr. Fournette.
Mr. Fournette. Hi, Mr. Fournette.
You missed it on Friday. We had Braun Strowman in here.
Oh, he was fabulous.
From the WWE.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. He
Josh.
was so cool and so funny.
I bet you he's singing this when they're singing. I am Han Strowman.
He was.
I'm sorry, I can't get over it.
He was a big guy.
I said, who's the biggest guy you've ever picked up in the ring? And he said, last week I picked up a guy that was 500 pounds.
Wow.
Huh. It was really funny, super nice.
What's the Braun and... Well, Braun, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Christy got to stroke his beard.
Oh, I did.
It did things for me that I didn't think it was going to do. I got a problem.
It was very soft.
Nice guy. Very nice guy.
Very cool.
Now, what else is happening in the world of sports?
Where were we? Let's see. I was telling Ace that I don't know which is better, not worrying about Washington losing or seeing the Cowboys lose. The Cowboys losing is pretty good because Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers, it was old guy day yesterday in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers wins. Tom Brady wins. Matt Ryan wins.
Jeff Saturday comes back to coach the Colts to victory.
Remember me calling that? Did I call it off the air or on the air? Where I said this is going to be one of those things where he's going to win because everybody's expecting him not to.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Green Bay.
A genius is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You should be hailed.
Thank you.
Hail him. Mm-hmm. Somebody hail him.
A hail to you, good sir.
Thank you, Willie. You're now on the protected scrolls.
Green Bay beat Dallas 31-28, and those who know, not me, but those who know, I hear from those who know. I'm not in those roles. Mike McCarthy made the wrong decision. Instead of trying to kick the field goal, he went for it and was denied, or as they would say in Munich, denied. Green Bay beat Dallas 31-28. McCarthy says he's fine with the decision he made, and he stands by it, even though I would think that Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys, is not too happy with the Cowboys going up there to Lambeau and losing to Green Bay on an afternoon game like that in the NFL. It's horrible. More sports coming up, including... world record.
Isn't McCarthy going to have to go in front of Jerry Jones and them and let them know, hey, this was my decision?
Well, it's more of it would be a hearing.
Okay, so we'll just have to find out what comes out of the McCarthy hearings.
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. We'll be on to that. Some great obscure references this morning. Coming up, we're going to learn about what I've never heard of this before, a beard chain.
Beard chain?
Yes.
I got to get in on this.
You'd be ineligible.
What's that? What? Why?
Because to be part of it, you have to have at least an 8-inch beard.
Oh.
And
well, give me 6 weeks.
I've found
6 years. What am I saying?
3 versions of the story, but there's one key element missing in the story that I'm going to have to work on trying to find out. Also, we had a couple of sad deaths in the news.
Yeah.
As opposed to the happy ones.
Well,
that could be a new feature.
Yeah. We're glad they're gone. Welcome back to We're glad they're gone.
Welcome to Good Riddance. It's the happy show where we say...
Boy, between that and Virgin, you are really hitting on all the cylinders this morning.
Ruined that.
That was Josh.
Oh, yeah, that was.
We have some happy Christmassy news and some weird news about the red light district in Amsterdam. All coming up here in the Bob and Tom Show. Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, what is this all about? It's about online therapy. As they say, it's okay to be not okay, but you can work on yourself. That's what therapy is all about. And BetterHelp has therapists trained to help you figure out some of the challenging emotions and things going on in your life. BetterHelp will connect you. In fact, they've connected 3 million people with licensed therapists. The interesting part about this is it's done online, and it can be you can be vocalizing. You could be, even if you don't want to be on camera, you don't have to be. Maybe you just want to go texting back and forth. That's all possible with BetterHelp. Learn some coping skills and help yourself deal with various traumas, et cetera, et cetera. Find out what I'm talking about by going to BetterHelp.com/BT show. Adding the BT show part saves you 10% on the first month at BetterHelp.com/BT show. Everybody deserves to feel their best. We want you to feel better. And this might be a good solution for you. Once again, it's all done online. BetterHelp.com/BT show. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/BT show. Also, coming up, when are you the happiest in life? They asked a bunch of old people, and we'll find out what they said. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. Listen in the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Drink fast.
Okay, you got the rules now? All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Not Safe for Work edition.
Yes.
Of Poetry for Neanderthals.
All right.
Everybody's got their cards ready to go.
Right.
Yep.
Pat Godwin. Ace Cosby. Got it. Remember, one-syllable words are the key here. Chick McGee.
Ugh.
Okay. Josh Arnold.
Me got it.
Okay. That's fine. Christy Lee.
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's
you know,
very
that
good.
would be a
Tom
female caveman, wouldn't it? Yes. Ready.
Okay, you ready to go? Now, Chick, you're going to start.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I want you to
hints.
give us some hints.
Okay, now.
And we have to guess.
Your first word.
Give us the word, please.
Hole.
What?
Hole.
Vagina.
Face.
Mouth.
Close.
No.
Ear.
Eye socket.
What, can I say no?
Yes, that's a one-syllable word.
Tongue.
Throat.
Now, yes.
Okay, so now you try to get us to guess the second phrase.
Deep throat.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Well, someone jumped all over that one.
Boom.
Little deep throat from Christy Lee.
I don't want to brag, but those were amazing clues.
Yes.
Okay. Christy, you take a shot at it.
Twice.
Double.
2.
Twins.
Testicles.
Balls. Oh. Is that okay? Breath. Oh, boob.
No.
Gang.
No.
Stool samples.
Kidneys.
Three-way.
Coop.
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 What?
Cock.
Chick.
Cocks.
Chicken.
Little.
Small cocks. Smallpox.
Smallpox. Yes.
Is it smallpox?
It's got to be small.
Tell us.
No.
What's our hint? 2?
2. Twice.
Come.
Double dong.
2 twice small.
And coop.
Coop. Little.
I know.
Sports car.
Deuce. Deuce.
Little
Yes.
deuce coop.
Deuce on my chest.
Deuce on my chest.
Drop a deuce.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
That's the
all right.
Wait a minute.
Wait, we made that up.
We tried to.
Drop a deuce.
It says
it's
drop
there.
a deuce.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
this is certainly not safe for work, but it's safe for radio.
Poetry for Neanderthals. Thanks, everybody.
Biden, granddaughter of President Joe Biden. She'll tie the knot with Peter Neal. The nuptials will be the 19th at the White House in its history, and it will feature the first granddaughter of a president. 9 of the 18 documented White House weddings were for a president's daughter. Most recently, Richard Nixon's daughter, Tricia, in 1971. Only one president was married at the White House. Can you guess? Yep, Grover Cleveland. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin Honey from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin Honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin Honey, eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guess, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
It's an old Eskimo trick of how to catch a polar bear. Now, what you do is you go cut a hole in the ice, right? And then you take little peas and you place them strategically 4 inches apart all the way around the hole, right? And a polar bear will crawl up and he'll look at it in very much curiosity as what is going on there. Now, when he bends over to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, man. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We are still going to be playing Veterans Day requests. I know Veterans Day was last week, but not here. We like to celebrate the veterans all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a stack of requests. We're going to squeeze a bunch of them in. Right now, we're dipping our toes into the world of sports with Chick McGee.
Well, and I sort of kind of have a semi-explanation as to how this happened yesterday during the NFL's game in Munich. This is the German crowd singing the words to Country Roads by John Denver. We've all forgotten John Denver's real name.
What is it?
It's like Bud Dusseldorf. Right?
It's Duschendorf. There's an S in there. I want to say Duchendorf, but there's an S in there. So maybe the fact that he's German, maybe they picked up on that, I guess. I don't know. So there you go. It's very popular. And you know who co-wrote it was Bill Danoff. Does that ring a bell to you, Tom?
Yeah, wasn't he the guy from Afternoon Delight?
That's exactly right. Starland Vocal Band, Bill Danoff. Bill and, do you remember Mrs.
Taffy?
Taffy Danoff.
Oh, my
That's
God,
exactly
you guys.
Right.
Bill and Taffy.
You know, I remember we were discussing this once
welcome.
before.
This is my wife, Taffy. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
But it's hard to take someone seriously with a name like that.
Sure.
But I grew up with someone who has a similar name. I won't say what it is, but as it happens, this person is like incredibly gifted and smart and has a really serious job now.
Now this update from nuclear explosions in Albuquerque, New Mexico. There's Taffy Wilson.
Yeah. So it is possible. Sometimes Taffy sounds more like a stripper name than a nuclear physicist, but it is possible.
Taffy's a pet's name, right? Taffy? Wouldn't you name a chinchilla Taffy?
Yeah, that'd be a good name for a chinchilla.
Yeah.
Man, I miss my chinchilla.
We don't. Okay, next.
Remember that? We're
Maybe
standing.
it's time for another one.
We're standing not 20 yards from here. She came in and told me and Tom, I'm getting a chinchilla. She walked out. Tom looked, that's going to go well.
It went great.
It went great.
For 12 years.
Man, I remember seeing that thing for the first time. It was like a fielder's glove. It come to life. It was the weirdest looking thing I've ever seen.
Did you see the Babe Ruth thing?
What happened to Babe Ruth? I didn't see.
Babe Ruth is dead.
Is there a breaking?
Yeah.
His baseball glove
I did
sold for,
see
was
that.
it like $1.4 million?
Yeah, and it looks like a little kid's
it looks like a
toy glove.
Yeah, it's beat up and.
Well, you know, Babe Ruth was only 5'6".
1.53 million.
People forget that. He was like Danny DeVito out there.
That's completely false. Well,
Boy,
I'll
you
find,
could really
I have
sock
it
a
right
home
here.
run.
His batter box was so low. That's why he got so many hits.
You have to pitch to him.
Chick, you got it.
We got a new feature, the Bob and Tom Instant Request.
Instant request.
This may or may not work. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Here we go. Air Force vet, 18.5 years, still going, currently stationed in England. This is from John.
John.
Can we hear an Ace Cosby joke of the day every hour?
Come on.
What did we do to you, John?
Here he is with his joke of the day.
What's Irish and stays outdoors year round?
All right, I'm just going to say real quick. This is one of my all-time favorite jokes.
I'm sorry. What's Irish?
Yeah.
What's Irish and
I know the answer and I love it.
I don't know the answer. What's Irish and stays outdoors year round?
Patio furniture.
Tom's laughing.
Okay.
There it is.
Well, John, whoever you
good.
are, you asked for it. We appreciate your service, but not all that much right now.
Very good, Ace.
Only 3 more of those to go. So,
John, I'm going to save this. John, over there in the UK. Okay.
A baseball glove personally donated by Babe Ruth to St. Louis Browns third baseman Jimmy Austin. Sold Saturday at the 19th Annual Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory. Oh, I bet they had a big meal for everybody up there at the top of the back.
Finest rotational dining.
The finest and overhead rotational dining. There are many rotational restaurants, but not many that are overhead. Okay, please. The previous record it was sold for $1.53 million, Tom, shattering
Shadoobie.
the record paid for a baseball glove. The previous record, $387.5 for Lou Gehrig glove, sold with Sotheby's in 1999. In 2013, a Jackie Robinson glove believed to have been used in both 55 and 56 World Series, sold for $373. The Ruth glove, manufactured by Spalding, for Ruth's use from 1927 to 1933. Oh. An audio recording from 1964 used in the glory of their times captures Austin discussing the glove and pounding its leather with his hand. Ooh. My childhood memories with my Uncle Jim are very dear to me. Susan Kolikoff, niece of Jimmy Austin, said.
Now, how much can I get for this glove?
Yeah, how much can I get for this glove?
This is absolutely priceless. I would never sell it. How much?
My memories with Jimmy, how much? $1.53 million.
Apparently, you can't put a price on that.
My memories of my uncle are very special, and they are up for sale if you have any interest at all.
Well, and for those of you who haven't seen it, look, it does look like...
it looks like something out of Peanuts.
Yeah.
Very primitively.
Very little padding, if any, inside.
So it's just like a big leather glove.
Yep.
Schroeder, go put that on you. Go play right field.
Yeah, it looks like a extra large work glove.
Right.
Yes, it does.
That's all they were.
Spalding, Babe Ruth signed. Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, that's great.
Didn't you have a signed, what was your... I want to say I had a glove signed by Elroy Face.
Oh.
Remember one of my favorite, I don't know.
My glove was signed, actually signed by Bob Feller.
Actually signed?
Yeah, Mr. Feller came to our summer camp, and remember he talked kind of like this. Kind of a denture thing, I think it was.
He was the first fastball pitcher that took advantage of media, because there were a lot of newsreels at the time where he could. They had sports
18
cars.
years old when he was throwing it 90-some miles an hour?
Yeah, I remember there were sports cars. And they had a sports car flying by him and see if he could throw faster than a speeding sports car or something. It was, and a horse. He'd throw faster than a horse. He did that a couple times.
Well, a horse can't throw very fast at all.
My glove was also
faster than the horse galloping Willie.
I thought it would be a good time. Nobody got on board.
We think you knew.
You
what
were
he
just
meant.
trying to manipulate what I said.
I think he's right.
Who was your glove signed by?
Elroy Face.
Where'd you meet Mr. Face?
I didn't. No, I didn't have it actually signed by. It was manufactured by whoever, and they put it was an Elroy Face.
It was his signature glove.
No, mine was actually signed by.
I know because he came. Boy, he's such an elite. Is that the elitist?
Yeah.
Of course, I went to summer camp, and Mr. Bob Feller was there.
Certainly.
He of course, we'd stand out in a canoe out in the middle of the lake, and he'd throw us a ball.
I say, Bob Feller, where's the spinnaker? I want to go sailing.
Yes, I'm doing something important. I'm sailing. Elroy Leon
Vic
Face.
Davalillo signed it too, the great Venezuelan.
Oh my God. Elroy Leon Face, nicknamed the Bullpen Baron, an American professional football, baseball relief pitcher, 17-year major league career, primarily with the Pirates.
Wow.
He's still alive. He's 94.
Is that right?
That can't be possible.
Oh, we've got to get that glove of yours autographed.
We got to get. we had best hurry.
Good luck to him.
Yeah.
Coming up, we have interviews with the elderly that are kind of interesting. And plus, we have something new for your groin.
How about that? You're really excited about the story.
You've been talking about it for an hour.
When you hear what it is, I think you're going to have the same question I do. I'm not sure this is going to be more helpful or more problematic.
Is it for both male and female?
Yeah, and it's something that we'll probably be seeing everywhere in 3 or 4 years.
Did you know females don't have a penis? Pretty interesting.
Nope.
Just one of the many differences
don't.
between men and
And if they do have a penis, it's in their purse.
How about that?
Wow.
Anybody?
Did you discover this while you were in the Ozarks?
I did. I said, guys,
this has been a great makeout session, but I wasn't expecting that.
well, Josh, I am your brother.
Because as you
maybe less beer would be the way
are
to
the
go.
only people on the trip. So you're implying he made out with his brother during the fishing trip.
Right. You're welcome.
We'll be right back.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now, look, I've tried to warn you the holidays right around the corner, and now I'm telling you the holidays are right around the corner. So get prepared for that Bob and Tom fan in your life. It's pretty simple. It's one-stop shopping, and you don't even have to leave your sofa. Just treat yourself or the Bob and Tom fan in your life at bobandtomstore.com. We've got brand new Bob and Tom Show hoodies, hooded zips. You know what that means. It's a jacket that's got a zip and a hoodie. Also collared work shirts and that great Bob and Tom Show hat. It's adjustable, fits any size head, even those big melons. That's right, any size head. The Bob and Tom Show hat will fit over, and that's a wonderful thing. We're trying to get one on the head of every trucker across America and Canada and Mexico and around the world. Our clothing size is small, 4XL, up to 5XL. If we don't have your size, just check back. They're constantly restocking at bobandtomstore.com. And don't let me get into how attractive the employees are that work there day in and day out, restocking and sending out the merchandise. Oh, you check it out for yourself. Go to bobandtomstore.com. Have some fun, and if nothing else, get one of those Bob and Tom Show hats. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. In the game of the year, the Vikings beat the Bills in overtime. If not for an officiating mistake, they might have won in regulation. The NFL Senior Vice President of Officiating acknowledged there was a breakdown in the instant replay process after a pivotal play late in Minnesota's 33-30 win over Buffalo on Sunday. Walt Anderson told a reporter Gabe Davis's 20-yard reception along the sideline with 24 seconds left in regulation should have been reviewed before the Bills ran another play. Anderson says Davis did not catch the ball when he hit the ground. The pass should have been ruled incomplete. The other overtime game from Sunday, Green Bay beat Dallas at Lambeau 31-28. Other winners in the NFL yesterday, Tampa Bay, Kansas City, Miami, the Giants, Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Jeff Saturday and the Indianapolis Colts win, Arizona, and San Francisco wins in Sunday Night Football. NBA winners yesterday, Joel Embiid has 59. Philly beat Utah. Also winning Oklahoma City, Washington, Minnesota, Denver, Sacramento, and the Lakers. And NHL winners in regulation, Dallas, Boston, the Rangers, and Tampa Bay. San Jose wins in a shootout, beating Minnesota, and Winnipeg wins in overtime, beating Seattle. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, Americans. It's that time of year again. You received your tax forms in the mail, and now it's time to settle up with the IRS. When it comes to tax preparation, well, listen to this.
Honey, we got our tax forms.
Are you going to try to do it yourself again this year?
I don't know. It's such a pain in the butt.
Taxes can be a pain in the butt. That's why you should let the specialists at Tax Preparation H Incorporated do your taxes for you. Tax Preparation H Incorporated relieves the pain often associated with filing your taxes. And Tax Preparation H Incorporated can reduce those piles of paperwork to one small form that you simply have to sign and file.
Did you go to Tax Preparation H Incorporated?
I sure did.
Do we owe much?
Yep. Oh, we really got reamed by the IRS. But I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt as much thanks to Tax Preparation H Incorporated.
Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there?
Uh-huh.
And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives..."
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait. And
Don Snyder.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Hi, there's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, chick.
Hey, man. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
We're going to break away from the sports desk for just a moment.
Well, okay.
We have an unusual request here. Pat, we're trying to do veteran requests from some of the great men and women, veterans of the various military forces, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This one, it requires me to read a news story to get this request to make sense.
That'll give me time to look for it.
Yes, Dateline, Maryville, Tennessee. A Tennessee man has been jailed on felony charges after allegedly dipping his testicles into a container of salsa that was being delivered to a customer who had ordered the food online. Now, you'll recall this story. The delivery driver allegedly recorded the testicle dipping and posted the video online. So this is where the word allegedly,
yeah.
When you've got the guy on video, I mean, how alleged is I don't know. And then the guy is saying, as he's dipping his testicles into the salsa, this is what you get when you give an 89-cent tip for an almost 30-minute drive. Now, apparently, this is a system in which one tips in advance.
Sure.
The passenger, a 31-year-old Howard Matthew Webb, was arrested and charged with adulteration of food. His, I guess, girlfriend was driving the vehicle. But it's referred to here, Mr. Webb, the alleged salsa testicle dipper. Doesn't that sound like the worst Batman villain?
Yeah.
Bad appetizer.
It's I, the testicle dipper.
And
dip, 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 dip.
Dip, dip, dip. Get out of here, testicle dipper.
Dip, 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 dip. I'll dip you.
No, so what I don't understand about this story is the timeline. Did they, I assume that the lady got the salsa and ate it, and then the video appeared, and then it followed through.
I guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
She was quoted as saying the salsa was delicious, and it reminded her of her high school prom night.
Oh, gosh.
So really, so she didn't press any charge. It was very...
That's not true.
It brought back nice memories for her.
So the salsa was literally tainted.
Yeah.
if he dipped far enough. Pat, you apparently composed a song about this?
Arriba! Dip my balls in the salsa. I dip my balls in the salsa. I call it balsa. That's balls in the salsa. That's what you get for not dipping. Yes, my balls I am dipping. By the way, Mr. Cheapo, your taco was in my bunghole. Oh. All right. Balls in salsa. Balls in salsa. I call it balsa. Dip, dip, dip.
Oh, man.
And I believe we have the Batman character to do the last part of that song, the dip, dip, dip.
Dip, dip, dip. I'm dipping.
You're ruining our wedding.
Dip, 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 dip.
So the lesson learned here are a couple things. First of all, tip properly, please.
Of course.
Well, here's the thing. That lady could have had a 20 waiting for them when they arrived.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You can still tip in cash.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think if she had like a 20, do you think, thank you, and
I'll take the salsa.
Yeah, you may not want to.
Yeah.
Bye. Wouldn't you just knock it out of her hand? Oh, let me get you a new one.
Or not give it to her.
Man.
Oh, I forgot the salsa. Sorry.
And the other lesson, I guess, is make sure you order hot food.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hear what you're saying.
No one's going to dip their balls in a scalding
French onion soup.
pizza. You know, see that French onion? There's probably some guy right now turned on by that. Oh, yeah. Testicular pizza.
Yeah, I really dragged my nuts across the pizza.
What the heck?
Not greasy pizza. Feels good on the bag. What's the legal term for adulterization of food?
Let me look at, here's the article. It says, yeah.
I was charged with infantile. Let's see. All right.
Take your time.
It's okay. We're building a joke here, ladies and gentlemen. Pretend this is a podcast.
Yeah. I was charged with childization of food once.
Yeah?
I put sprinkles on a filet mignon.
Oh.
Something a child might.
That's very good. That would be kind of a nice column. You know, one of those sort of semi-humorous columns that they would have in the New York Times.
Well,
Russell Baker, 10,000 words, one's half joke. You remember those columns?
Doesn't children come from testicles, though? So maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
A nice effort, Josh.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for walking us through it.
Through us with the children.
Well, you know what? I was supported so well with the likes of Willie.
Sure.
Told me to take my time, really let this happen. Of course, he regretted that advice as soon as the so-called punchline came out.
Here's something interesting. I'm reading verbatim from this story, which is from the Associated Press. It says this guy was put behind bars.
Good.
At the time of this writing, he remains behind bars pending a hearing. Wow.
I mean, this kind of stuff has to be nipped in the bud immediately.
Yeah, he was charged with according to this, the verbiage is adulteration of food. Once again, dipping his testicles into salsa. Now, my question then would be, how do you clean up?
What do you mean? While you're in the car?
Yeah.
It was the lady.
Well, they have napkins.
So the lady he's delivered to goes, well, better than napkins.
Not only are there pubes in my salsa, no napkins?
No napkins.
I'm curious, who was he delivering to? Is that an old German lady he was delivering to?
Yeah, she went. That's all that just went over there. I don't know why. So sprinkles on a fillet, huh?
My friend is a delivery driver, and she delivered to a motel. And she knocked. This is not a joke, Willie. So, she knocked, and the door opened a little bit, and out came a male member.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What? Did she slam the door?
It's apparently for this service, you can request that the delivery driver needs to get a code. So you go, hey, what's your code? So she yelled, hey, what's your code? And he said it was like 6969, of course. And so she was able to, and so she just dropped the food and left. And she's a lesbian, and so there was even more of a bummer for her. You know what I mean?
You think that
I think this redeems the previous joke because this is all true. This is so disturbing.
Was the guy, that's his thing?
Yes, apparently.
Was it like an invitation open that she would go, would you like me to come in?
He was barking up the wrong tree, but
has that ever worked?
Yeah, there's no way.
I've always wondered about the guys that expose themselves in parking lots. Is it like, well, 7 years ago it worked for me, maybe it'll work again? I mean, is that the logic?
I don't know, but it turns out that this guy always requests somehow for female, or what he'll do is if it's not a female driver, like, it'll say, so-and-so will be delivering your food, he cancels it until it's a female. So there have been issues.
They haven't arrested him yet?
No, she called the police, and the police came and was like, technically, there's nothing we can do because he was still inside the room. Like there was some weird...
She should have grabbed the door handle and shut the door.
She absolutely should.
That won't happen again.
Thanks for your tip.
I'll give you a
I'll
tip.
keep the whole thing.
Well, that's got to hurt to get that cut off.
That must, yeah.
Whew.
But my friend is okay. She's still doing it.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Is that
still a lesbian also?
Okay.
That didn't sway her.
We have...
We're being tweeted different German terms from the NFL game in Munich yesterday. Our listeners, who are the best listeners?
Ours.
Our listeners are amazing. They're sending us... this gentleman has a video from him. He was in Oktoberfest in Munich at Oktoberfest in 2019, and he recorded them, everybody singing Country Roads.
Cool.
And the German word for long snapper is, let me get this right, labia be flapping.
Sure, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're getting things like that. So very exciting.
So that may or may not be accurate.
It may or may not be accurate. Okay. A Buccaneer, though, is Sear Blauter or something like that. So... But they were singing Country Roads yesterday at the NFL game. This is the crowd in Germany yesterday. While they're playing, Tampa Bay is running a play at this point.
So it's, as Christy said, it's really about being at the party.
Yeah,
of course.
They know how to party.
And have you been to in person to an NFL game in the last couple of years?
I have not.
It is there is so much non-football stuff happening every second because there's so much downtime.
I think the last NFL game I was at was a Monday nighter against the Cowboys at FedEx Field. And I've got to put Mark and I went. That's the night the Cowboy fan was picking on a lady. This is a true story. Picking on a fellow Redskin at the time fan. And but he had a rainbow wig on, and I came up behind him and pulled the wig off and threw it onto the field. And he looked. I did it in a way that he didn't know who did it behind him, and I was just standing there. And Mark's whispering in my ear, "Come on, chick. Come on, chick. Let's get out of here." That was the day I saw the Cowboy toilet. They have toilets in the parking lot that are decorated. The Redskins fan can come up and pee in the toilet.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was remarkable because I actually saw signs that said F the Cowboys. Only the F was spelled out. And that was the sign.
Forget the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Entertaining.
The Cowboys.
Certainly. No, actually, it's not. Coming up in sports?
Coming up in sports, we got world records. Of course we do. Heck yeah.
Got some numbers for you. The number 52. 52% of men over the age of 40 experiencing some form, I should say, of ED. I'll be polite. Erectile dysfunction. That's where Roman comes in. Roman, R-O-M-A-N, the digital health clinic for men. They've got something interesting right now. Genuine FDA-approved medication for ED for as little as $4 a dose. No waiting room, no hassle, just a straightforward, convenient digital experience. What am I talking about? Well, grab your phone, grab your laptop, and you get a free visit with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. Work with you and see if that is, in fact, something that's going to work for you. If the medication is appropriate, Roman will send it right to your door. They're famous for their free 2-day shipping at Roman, and it, of course, comes in a discreet package. Now, here are the details. You check it out at a new address, by the way. It's ro.co/BT show. RO is in Roman. ro.co/BT show for 20% off your first order. Once again, $4 a dose for ED medications that are approved by the FDA. Find out all the details. ro.co/BT show. 20% off. That's ro.co/BT show. Coming up, interesting world records. One of them involving beards, and I'm still searching for the answer to one of my questions about this story. So I won't come after you, Chick, for not knowing because it's not made clear. Also, huge groin news. Huge crotch news for you coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work.
Bob and Tom fans, it's Willie G. This Thanksgiving Eve, November 23rd, Jeff Oskey, Pat Godwin, and I are doing a big show at Helium in downtown Indy. So hop online, go to Helium's website or the link in my Instagram bio and grab some tickets to see me, Jeff Oskey, and my pal Pat Godwin the night before Thanksgiving.
For a long time. Maran Karimi Masari has lived 18 years in Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. His saga partially inspired the Steven Spielberg movie The Terminal. Masari has passed away. According to airport officials, he had a heart attack in Terminal 2F Saturday and could not be revived. Masari's age has not been confirmed, although it's believed he was born in 1945. And the release of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever has taken the box office by storm. The Marvel sequel earned $180 million in ticket sales in its first weekend in theaters, with the 2020 death of Chadwick Boseman, who played T'Challa in the original. The sequel tells the story of his character's death and the grieving kingdom he left behind. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my Mr. Béchon.
Mr. Béchon. Just slap a little on. Repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the sign.
Mr. Béchon.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
His name is Apollo Johnson, and he's America's #1 astronaut. But he's also a well-endowed ladies' man. Monumental Pictures proudly presents Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo, your rocket is so big.
Adult film star Dick Mahogany in his first starring role since Shaft's Lethal Weapon is astronaut Apollo Johnson. And when he's not orbiting the Earth, he's going around the world. Apollo Johnson. He's not just an astronaut. He's a charter member of the 100,000 Mile High Club. And believe me, there's nothing weightless about Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo. Now I know why they call it the Johnson Space Center.
He's Apollo Johnson, and not even the shuttle can hold all of his cargo. Look at that load. Apollo 13 and a half from Monumental Pictures, rated PG-13 and a half.
Oh, boy.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Why do you have to get drunk to be an ass? Why do you have to get tight before you get loose? Why do you need a double before you get into trouble? Can't you get into trouble without an excuse? You want to get up and get out and get free and get crazy. But why do you have to start by getting stoned? 'Cause Pat, you don't have to get drunk to be an ass. You can be an ass on your own.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin. Hello. Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hey, chick.
Hello, Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
He's manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Done a little research. Chick, you were pointing out that while watching the football game that took place in Munich, Germany yesterday, NFL game.
Tampa Bay and Seattle, yes.
They were playing this song.
This is apparently amazingly popular in Germany. This is the crowd. It hasn't been augmented. And that I want to point out that Tampa Bay is running a play during this at the two-minute warning. It's nuts.
That was, as you pointed out, that song started by the people from I just forgot the name of the show. Afternoon Delight. What was that?
Starland Vocal Band.
The Starland Vocal. Yeah.
Bill and Taffy Danoff. Yes.
Yeah. And then John Denver heard part of it, and then he stepped in and finished it off. And but I guess it was also huge in Europe immediately.
Really?
And there were cover versions of it were done. And it was number 2 in Germany and number 2 in England.
Rammstein does a very good cover.
I would love to hear Country Roll. I would love to hear a cover version of that.
Well, yeah, apparently it was covered immediately, and it's a hugely successful song. So
it's such a great sing-along, though. Man. It's so fun.
But largely written in a car.
Oh.
While traveling through.
What?
Yeah, Bill Danoff apparently had his guitar out and driving with Taffy through.
Well, I hope Taffy was driving.
Yeah, me too. It's hard to play guitar and drive.
That's not bad.
Grab the wheel for a second. I'm working on this chord change.
What the hell's going on?
Okay, could you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Thurston Cox, and this is some other news. Well, our top story, the stunning collapse of FTX, the cryptocurrency exchange.
Oh, yeah.
It took less than a week for Sam Bankman-Fried to go from being known as the king of crypto to losing billions of real dollars in personal wealth, his company filing for bankruptcy and facing criminal charges. Now, for those of you who are still a little unclear on how cryptocurrency works, let me try to explain the technical nuances.
Oh God.
Okay. Imagine over the summer, you're at a neighborhood barbecue, and they have a slip and slide. You dive through it head first and tear your groin.
Oh.
Now, while you're laid up at home, you watch a lot of television where you're bombarded by commercials with celebrity spokespersons touting the cool advantages of crypto.
Oh.
You quickly learn the lingo by scanning an article, and as your pain meds mix with the half bottle of Maker's Mark you're drinking every day, it becomes clear that you'd be a fool not to empty your children's college funds and buy all the Bitcoins, Dogecoins, Turd coins, Spank coins, and Coitus coins you can fit into your blockchain. Whatever the hell that is.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward 3 months. Your $84,000 is gone, floating around somewhere in cyberspace. You're addicted to pain meds. Your kids won't speak to you. Your wife's been arrested while trying to hire a hitman, and your groin still isn't right. You see, that's how cryptocurrency works. This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Thurston Cox, and this has been Some Other News.
Thank you, Miss Thurston. You're not saying much over there, Josh.
Miss Thurston? Is that?
No, I was on a missing Thurston. You have a little bit of the, what do you have, the Dogecoin? Which one do you have?
You know what? I do have a little bit of Dogecoin, and I bought it, I'm still up with my Dogecoin because I bought it so early.
Oh, good for
kind
you.
of a joke. Yeah, I'm doing fine with my crypto. It wasn't, I mean, obviously it was better a year ago.
Yeah.
But,
you are really sitting in high cotton over there, aren't you?
I want everyone who bought an NFT to have a tragic death. I hate all this stuff.
No reason for them to have a
fraudulent.
Tragic death. But,
this guy, high flying all this money.
NFTs
Good
are
luck in prison, pal.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, this one
Well,
has
that guy, yeah.
particular trouble.
Good luck. Sorry.
See, but once again, I'm not going to let you get to me today. I'm just not going to.
Stupid world record. Well, are you ready for the world record ever?
That ever world recorded?
A man from Spain earned. We're okay? A man from Spain?
Sure.
Yeah.
Earned a Guinness World Record?
By doing?
Still okay.
Yeah.
Tied the laces of 3 pairs of shoes in under 10 seconds.
Now, he wasn't wearing.
I was going to say, how do you wear 3 pairs of shoes?
When I first read that, I was very confused.
Does he have triplets?
Good old six-legged Lloyd.
Have you ever tried to get shoes onto a fat kid's feet?
A fat kid's feet.
Man, oh, man. Boy, oh, boy.
Or a fighting toddler.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they're screaming, they tense their foot up. You ever do that?
And I'm with
Willie,
Josh.
I'm sure Willie did that.
I forget it was
You were a fat little guy.
Oh, goodness me. I was a big kid.
No, was it Josh or maybe it was Chick who said that the guy that invented the Velcro shoe system had to be going, this is going to make shoelaces obsolete.
That was Josh's nugget. Yeah.
Oh, it's over. Laces are gone.
Yeah.
Look what I invented. Who would ever not use these over laces?
And what happened?
Kids and old people. That's all. The only people who were interested in the Velcro.
Doesn't look good.
Why?
The sound, I think, is
They
embarrassing.
just don't look good. You're right, Pat.
They look fine. They look just as good as laces.
Tacky.
No.
No, I think it's the sound.
So anyway, I'm sorry. What's this? So this guy tied
3 pairs of shoes in under 10 seconds. Guinness World Record said Alvaro Martin Mendieta took on the record for the fastest time to tie 3 pairs of
He's
shoes.
famous, this guy.
Mr. Mendieta?
In a bow in Vacia, Madrid.
What's he famous for?
Doing this stuff. I think next he's going to
Doing this stuff. Oh, yeah, he tours.
He's trying to get.
Who wants to hear about my world record?
I think he outsold Russell Peters last year on arena tours.
Next week he's going to learn his ABCs. I can tie my shoes now.
Yeah, this isn't a record. This is kindergarten teachers do this every day after nap time. This isn't something to be celebrated.
Okay,
damn kids.
Any other world records?
Tie my shoes.
Stupid world record. This is from the friendly city, Casper, Wyoming.
Oh, that is the friendly city.
Casper, the friendly city. Facial hair enthusiasts claim to set a new world record for longest beard chain during an event in Wyoming. This happened this past Friday, according to the Casper Star Tribune. Participants gathered at Gaslight Social, a bar in Casper, where they stood side by side and clipped their beards together.
Lovely. It's lovely.
A hairy chain that was measured at 150 feet long.
See, I've gone to as many sources as I could find out how many guys were in this, and none of them say the number of men involved.
No.
That's more than double the Guinness World Record of 62 feet 6 inches set in, oh my God, look at this, set in Germany. Can you believe it? Holy hell. Back in 2007. To participate, people needed to sport a beard at least 8 inches long, according to the Casper newspaper. The event occurred on the sidelines of the National Beard and Mustache Championships, which took place Saturday at the city's Ford, Wyoming.
These guys are handsome.
At the Wyoming Center.
So, if you're trying to see what it looks like, guys would take their beard, split it down the middle, and then clip it to the guys next to them.
On either side.
And a lot of these guys, they're sporting some long facial hair.
Super long beards. And then the obvious problem is height. If you got a guy that's 5'2" with a huge beard next to a guy that's 6'4", you've got to.
I think they lined them up properly.
Yeah, just a little planning would alleviate that problem.
And the record they beat, interestingly enough, was held by a bunch of gals in Afghanistan.
Isn't that something? Yeah. Sometimes those outfits are by choice. They want to hide the beards and stuff. Beards.
You know what they did yesterday at the Munich NFL game? Willie, I'll talk to you. The German crowd, evidently, Take Me Home Country Roads by the fabulous John Denver.
Yeah.
This is the crowd in Munich singing along during the football game.
Doesn't a beard chain sound like something that happens at a gay bar? Man, there were 12 of us in the beard chain last night.
Yeah. All the Tom Cruise's exes were here.
Tom Cruise's exes.
Oh, I see. That's a different kind of beard.
You just won't stop, will you?
I'm just kidding.
The kid's on fire.
I figured Afghanistan's got enough problems. I might as well go after them, huh?
Sure, they're not going to notice.
Swing low.
They're not going to notice what some a-hole radio hosts are saying about them. They got other problems.
So, Christy and I are lamenting the fact that not a single article says how many men were in this chain of beard people.
God, it's just the basics of journalism, people.
And so you got to have at least 8 inches of beard to participate.
And 150 feet. I guess we could do the math on it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's length, not amount of men.
Right.
So
if
they don't
we
have
have
to put
8
that
inches.
No, that's what's interesting is how many guys.
On either side, that's 16 inches.
I think the feet is interesting.
I'm sure a lot of the women there were quite surprised to find out what 8 inches was.
Well, let's do the math real quick, all right?
I'm doing it.
8 inches, and of course, there's 15 inches in a foot, so we have to do 8 over 15 times 36, I think. And then the state of Washington has, I don't know.
It's Wyoming, I think it was. Okay.
Wyoming.
Is that sports?
Yeah, that's sports.
Okay.
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Yes, Tom?
Well, you mentioned that you seem to be enamored with this Take Me Home Country Roads song in Germany. Yes,
it was amazing. It's fun.
And it was written, or the song was actually started by was it Bill Danoff and Taffy, his wife, and then John Denver joined him in when he heard it.
And I believe the Starland Vocal Band were on John Denver's variety show, and then they
got a spin-off show.
They got their spin-off show in the summer, the Starland Vocal Band.
And this is their big hit. In case you ever missed this, Willie, this is the big Starland Vocal Band hit. It's
Is that Taffy singing?
Yeah, and another gal.
No, I'm leading up that set. That's Bill. He has very high.
Oh, very lovely falsetto.
Lovely falsetto.
We know it. We got it. Yep.
What a weird song. It's about sex in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Right.
People my age know this from, they do it in Anchorman. They sing it in Anchorman, and that's how everyone my age knows
Oh,
that
that's
song.
right. Yep.
Okay.
And it's about doing it in the afternoon, so I like it for that reason.
Okay, there you go. And that's sports. Okay, good. We finally got that done. What have you got over there, Christy Lee?
Well, Hyundai has invented a special airbag that it doesn't protect your car. It protects your groin in the case of a crash.
Really?
CarBuzz.com reports that Hyundai and Kia have designed this new seat-mounted airbag that deploy from the seat base between your thighs, locks you in place so you cannot slide forward or sideways during a crash.
And the Hyundai and Kia collaboration is known as Hyundai.
Wow.
You're brave.
I'm just saying.
They are also equipped with load sensing technology, taking into account your position, weight distribution, and location in the seat for the greatest stability.
Wouldn't you think that when it deploys, though?
It would be like getting punched in the mouth. Yeah, I was unclear on this.
That's going to hurt.
Isn't the seat belt restraining you enough?
Well, yes. What's the need here? How many groin injuries have there been?
I have no idea.
Huh.
And it adjusts. Do you have to have different size bags for different people?
Well, and it comes from the seat base, so it's going to come up between your legs.
Yeah. I don't want anything.
Right?
What if it actually ejects you out of the car?
Yeah. Hey, baby, I got the Magnum. I got the Magnum. When you get the car, they have to ask you a few very personal questions.
And it would lead to very serious injuries because every guy would lie about how big it was. I'm 10 inches, pal.
It's like when they ask people how much they weigh when you're in the Bahamas to get in the plane. This is weird. I don't know if this is going to be a thing, but it sounds like it may be the next phase of automobile safety.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, they must have done enough studies or something.
Okay. But I still don't understand.
Hyundai and Kia, they're both made in Korea, right? Aren't they Korean car companies?
Yep. They make great cars.
Yeah, they do. They make wonderful cars. Maybe they know something there we don't.
Pat, you have something to say about this via song?
It's 6 a.m. already and I'm gonna be late for work. Tom wants a song about an airbag and boy is he being a jerk. It rhymed. I took a ride on Binford and there was a familiar scene. A 10-point buck bearing down on me. God, I have a sack bag Hyundai. It's a protect my nuts day. Colts won on Sunday with their new coach Saturday. Thank God I have a sack bag Hyundai. There you go.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sack bag Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Yeah.
In Korea, they say Hyundai.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hyun?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hyundai?
Hyun. Yeah.
I was always told it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Hyundai.
No. Hyundai.
We'll see if they start installing these babies. The groin airbag. I'm skeptical. Airbag technology is pretty sophisticated. We've got the proper belts and everything. I think we're going to be okay.
You ever had one go off? In your face?
No. Have
it's
you?
really something. Like, I didn't realize that it kicked out all this powder with it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. But it saved my life. So,
what did you hit?
Another car hit me when I pulled out in front of it when I shouldn't have.
Interesting.
Oh, I see.
So it was my fault.
I had one go off. It wasn't my fault, but the guy turned in front of me, and then there's a lot of dust and everything.
Yeah, it's weird. Smells weird.
The lady comes on. Are you okay? So,
And the horn wouldn't stop. Did your horn just stop?
No, my horn didn't. No,
Oh.
you can't start the car again. I think though, depending on what model car you have.
Well, that would make sense. They don't want you driving it with a big bag in front of you.
Well, if it would happen to Tom, he's got places to be. This front end damage be damned. I gotta go.
Oh, God. Now, give me the teaser, Christy Lee.
Coming up, we have psychedelic mushrooms in the news. We have an erotic center in Amsterdam. And a couple of sad deaths in the news over the weekend.
Oh, good. Something to look forward to.
Well,
yeah, one of them a visitor to this program.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Is gone. We'll find out who that is when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you...
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
And it's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah, you are. Hey, Jimmy Pardo. Hope you're having a great Monday morning. It is November the 14th, 2022. Greg Warren on his way with the Warren Report. You can catch Greg Warren out on the road Friday, November 25th and Saturday, November 26th at the Funny Bone in Butler County, Ohio. Also Thursday, December 1st and Sunday, December 4th. Through the 4th, I should say, at the Funny Bone in his hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. That's Greg Warren on the way on a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. The Warren Report. Don't miss it. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Problems mounted over the weekend for collapsed cryptocurrency exchange FTX, which was struggling to account for money that went missing hours after it filed for bankruptcy. The embattled cryptocurrency exchange, short billions of dollars, sought bankruptcy protection Friday.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
the minds to it.
Yeah.
I hate to jump in front of Ace, but I've got one about porcupines.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
You know why lions and tigers believe porcupines make a great meal?
Why?
Because they get free toothpicks when you're done. I'll hang up and listen to you.
Okay. Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy. There are things you never say when a man is nude.
I didn't mean to laugh.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy.
Can you help me find it?
There are things you never say to a naked dude.
Does that thing come with an air pump? I thought you said you had small pox.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
But your feet are so big.
Aw, that's cute.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Oh, it's like a little light switch.
For a second there, I thought you had a third nipple.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want to say to a naked guy.
Wow, your boobs are bigger than mine.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Chrissy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hi.
What are you doing over there? Oh, she's
Looking to stick.
Being real sexy.
she's sucking on stuff. There's did I say hi, Pat Godwin?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Ace Cosby. Yeah, there he is, manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Josh Arnold.
Yes, and the photo I showed you earlier of me fishing, I was throwing a top water there, and we were also throwing some standard.
Hang on a second, I have to take a nap.
Crankbait.
There's Willie Griswold.
Jerkbait and
Very boring.
a
Josh is saying.
rooster tail. I caught a lot of the white.
Super
bass.
Oh, did you? They like it.
Can it? Nobody cares.
Did you have the big
course I did.
that's Tom Griswold. Did you have the big tub of lard over a fire? You chop your fish up and throw it in there and eat it right out of the
We had a traditional fry Saturday night. Yeah,
Oh, is
so
that
not a
right?
shore lunch, but a
Shore dinner.
Yeah,
The
but
fish you caught?
Christy,
oh yeah.
What?
Christy is sitting at a special place today.
Yeah.
It's the Poetry for Neanderthals, Not Safe for Work edition news desk. And a fine treat for the family. Available at Target, I should point out. Christy, did you ever notice, probably unlikely, I guess, now that I think about it. You just got your coffee and it's got this plastic top lid.
Uh-huh.
And there's a little hole in there.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, the size, sort of like the size of a pencil if it was half crushed. Did you ever notice if you tongue that thing? It's kind of a...
Jeez.
Do you tongue that when you...
I can't unsee.
No, I just drink out of it.
Can you not, Tom? Can you not tongue the coffee lid, please?
I don't want to see you tongue anything ever again.
No.
Just saying. Does that remind you of anything, Josh?
You know what? I don't know. I don't think it reminds you of anything. That's what I think. Of all of us, I don't think you've ever drank coffee that way, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Could you get that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Bob and Tom. It's Donnie Vakel.
Hi, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie. How are you, Donnie?
I'm good. I couldn't wait to call you guys today.
Why is that?
Well, first off, last night I got to see Leonard Skinner perform live at the Ryman in Nashville.
Oh, cool.
That's great.
And even Jelly Roll came out to sing a song with him. No wonder why ramen noodles are so popular.
That's not.
But, man, when Gary Rawson had walked back out on stage, there wasn't dry in the house.
Oh.
And thank God I seen it live and not just on TV at home. I was trying so hard I would have fogged up every Molly Hatchet mirror in the neighborhood.
Oh.
Yeah, like my Uncle Sonny said, think about it. Leonard Skinner at the Grand Ole Opry. They blew the skin tag off Minnie Pearl last night. Right ass.
That's a hat tag.
Man, I'm really even more excited about tomorrow, though.
Why are you excited about tomorrow?
What's happening? Duh. The big election, dumbass. And for the first time ever, I'm going to be working the polls. I'm going to hit these polls harder than a one-legged stripper dancing on payday, Tom.
Donnie, the big election was last week.
What?
Last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't need changing the clocks every other Sunday's going to throw me off.
Yeah.
I hate that.
How could you not know about the election? It was all over the news. Don't you watch the news on television?
No, I usually stick with, like, Animal Planet or Glenn Beck or ESPN Deportes.
Do you speak Spanish?
No, I don't speak Spanish.
Then why are you watching ESPN Deportes instead of regular ESPN in English?
Well, first off, Tom, just because I don't speak Spanish don't mean I don't understand it. And the cable company gave it to me as part of a really good deal.
Oh, okay. Well, now, so where do you get your news, may I ask?
Like everybody else in this country, I go to Xanady's, have a couple drinks, and listen to what the strippers are saying.
Really?
Well, everybody knows the pulse of this country starts at Pervert Row. You know, strippers are directly tied to inflation. The fact remains, when dudes start tipping in only ones and Kohl's Cash, you know inflation is through the roof. And another place I go for my news source is OnlyFans.
OnlyFans? Why do you trust OnlyFans?
Well, because it's hard for women to lie to you when they're hot and naked. Hearing about the war in Ukraine ain't helped my erection at all, Amber. You know, I can barely keep half a chub. Do you know some of them women on OnlyFans make up to like $10,000 a month?
Wow.
And I just had my mom Phyllis down here about that. She'll be posting pictures of herself buck naked on the wicker love seat again. She did it one year holding her cat, and that's how she got on the cover of Beaver Hunt.
Oh, boy.
And the article was called Welcome to the Litter Box. That's pretty awesome. I better go. It's picture day. Christy.
What's
thanks
Woofy
for
wearing?
helping. I need to get Woofy Skinner out of the truck. All right, go.
Okay, thanks, Donnie. Very helpful. Get your news from OnlyFans. Good idea. We get our news from Christy Lee, and she's right there. But wait a minute. I just remembered. We had that veterans request asking Ace Cosby to do a joke of the day every hour today.
What a mess.
I can't believe we forgot to do it this hour.
Sexy man with a deep voice.
But wait a minute.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I was once, I don't know if I told you this.
Hang on a second. Now what are you saying, Ace? What's going on here?
I don't know if I told you this. I was once kidnapped by a gang of mimes.
You were kidnapped by a gang of mimes?
Yeah, they did unspeakable things to me.
Thank you for your service, sir. One more coming up each hour of the Bob and Tom Show. Unspeakable stuff. That's great.
Right now he's 2 for 2, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
All right.
Very
Between
good.
that and patio furniture, you're on board.
I love patio furniture.
Patio furniture is a good time,
Yeah.
chick. You got to get on board with patio furniture.
Got a weird veterans request from Petoskey, Michigan.
Now, are people just saying? I think people are just saying now that they're writing in from Michigan, so you'll read their emails. That's what I think.
A former ICU nurse, veteran. Odd request, wants to hear Chick and I discussing the time that I left a car running at a hotel.
Oh.
That is one of your most elite stories in the history of being pretentious.
No, I wasn't being pretentious. I was being an idiot.
No. It's not pretentious at all. You to assume. Yeah, you pull up to a luxurious hotel. Were you on this trip, Wilbur?
I think I was, but I'm pretty sure I was a tiny little baby.
Willie was a baby.
Yeah, and you just tossed the keys to a non-existent valet.
I rented a Suburban.
Oh, of course you did.
Which that's what I have at home. I rented a Suburban.
Absolutely. You don't want to be too.
Drove from the.
You don't want to be caught
Denver Airport to Beaver Creek, Colorado.
You don't want to be caught on the back foot with a car that you don't recognize.
In a sedan.
Absolutely not. So you drive to Beaver Creek, Colorado, which I'm sure they have a Motel 6. Not that there's anything wrong with a Motel 6. It certainly has its place there in Beaver Creek, don't they?
Well, I don't know.
Was it the Renaissance or something?
Reservations at a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, the hotel had just opened.
Of course.
It was like the first week it was ever open. I pulled up, and what's that thing they've got? Where they got a porte-cochere? What's that thing called?
Yes, that's right.
Overhangs.
The overhang thingy, yeah. I pulled up and unloaded the car and left it running there, so I assumed it'd be valet parked.
You assumed, assumed.
You didn't see a valet, didn't hand the keys to the guy.
I think they were busy. And then...
oh, they'll get to it, Mummy.
So you just left your car running with...
Yeah. And it was freezing cold. I remember that.
God.
So went to lunch, did a bunch of other stuff, got my skis organized. And that evening I walked by.
Evening.
And then the car was still sitting there, running in front of the hotel.
Just sitting there.
Still running, huh?
Yeah. Right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What did you think then? Well, my goodness, it seems to have been some oversight.
Went inside and said, hey, they forgot to valet park my car. And go, well, we don't have that service, sir.
You're lucky that was pre-9/11. Because that evening you would have walked by, there would have been 3 bomb squads.
Yeah.
They would have evacuated the hotel.
And you did the same thing at a football game, did you not?
I may have left the car running.
For the entire
game.
Because, of course, the car was so quiet. You can't tell if the motor's on. You certainly couldn't tell the motor was engaged.
Yes.
I don't care to park in parking garages.
Of course not. Why? And why is that, Psycho?
They're just, I don't like them. I prefer to be in the street.
You prefer to be in a lot?
Yeah. In any event, no, I did leave it running. And that's our weird veterans request.
You have the carbon footprint of Oklahoma.
Hope things are going great up in Petoskey.
Hey, DBs that you said, thank you very much.
Thank you for your service. We're going to continue to do veterans requests, including an Ace Cosby joke of the day every hour request.
That's from John in England.
Yeah.
Our buddy in the Air Force.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thanks, John.
Coming up in the news, Christy, what have you got over there?
Coming up, we have, believe it or not, it's Christmas time in New York City.
It's Christmas time here, too, okay? It's Christmas time everywhere.
No, we haven't gotten to Thanksgiving
yet.
Yes,
it is.
The famous painting, The Scream, is in the news.
Munch or Munch?
Edvard.
Monk?
I say Monk.
I say Monk.
Oh, so either way, I said it was wrong.
I say Munch.
Munch?
Black carpet.
That'll get the Scream, huh?
Edvard Monk?
No, let him go away. He's not
carpet muncher.
Wasn't that a Genesis song?
Carpet
that's Carpet Crawler.
Very similar.
Say we'll
Carpet muncher.
Wouldn't it be Hardwood Muncher now?
When we come back, we'll try to get the show back in the rails. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Drink fast.
Okay, you got the rules now? All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Not Safe for Work edition of Poetry for Neanderthals.
All right.
Everybody's got their cards ready to go.
Right. Yep.
Pat Godwin. Ace Cosby. Got it. Remember, one-syllable words are the key here. Chick McGee.
Ugh.
Okay. Josh Arnold.
Me got it.
Okay. That's fine. Christy Lee.
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's
you know,
very good.
that would be a female caveman, wouldn't it? Yes. Ready.
Okay, are you ready to go? Now, Chick, you're going to start.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I want you
to
give us some hints.
Okay, now.
And we have to guess.
Your first word.
Give us the word, please.
Hole.
What?
Hole.
Vagina.
Face.
Mouth.
Close.
No.
Ear.
Eye socket.
What, can I say no?
Yes, that's a one-syllable word.
Tongue.
Throat.
Now, yes.
Okay, so now you try to get us to guess the second phrase.
Deep throat.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Well, someone jumped all over that one.
Boom.
Little deep throat from Christy Lee.
I don't want to brag, but those were amazing clues.
Yes.
Okay. Christy, you take a shot at it.
Twice.
Double.
2.
Twins.
Testicles.
Balls. Oh. Is that okay? Breath. Oh, boob.
No.
Gang.
No.
Stool samples.
Kidneys.
Three-way.
Coop.
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 What?
Cock.
Chick.
Cocks.
Chicken.
Little.
Smallcocks. Smallpox.
Smallpox. Yeah.
Is it smallpox?
It's got to be small.
Tell us.
No.
What's our hint? 2?
2. Twice.
Come.
Double dong.
2 twice small.
And coop.
Coop. Little.
I know.
Sports car.
Deuce.
Little deuce coop.
Deuce on my chest.
Deuce on my chest.
Drop a deuce.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That's the
all right.
Wait a minute.
Wait, we made that up.
We tried to.
Drop a deuce.
It says drop a deuce.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
this is certainly not safe for work, but it's safe for radio.
Poetry for Neanderthals. Thanks, everybody.
Nearly back to pre-pandemic levels. That's squeezing the supply of seats, and hotels are charging more to cover high labor costs. There'll be wedding bells at the White House on Saturday. The wedding involves Naomi Biden, granddaughter of President Joe Biden. She'll tie the knot with Peter Neal. The nuptials will be the 19th at the White House in its history, and it will feature the first granddaughter of a president. 9 of the 18 documented White House weddings were for a president's daughter. Most recently, Richard Nixon's daughter, Tricia, in 1971. Only one president was married at the White House. Can you guess? Yep, Grover Cleveland. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Can you tell us about Hawaii? I get very confused over there, and I'm always trying to read signs, because all they have are vowels. You read signs, and some signs, they have an arrow that says E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, come on, where's that going to go?
Obviously, to a pineapple farm.
Yeah, what is that? And I'm always trying to, I'm trying to impress. I was with this girl, and I'm trying to impress her about how much I know about Hawaii. This is my second time there, and I'm like, I go, oh, now look here. This is the Ni-I-I-I-Pu'u lo O-O-K-A-Uti. And she said, that's lookout, you idiot. I guess I'm a little used to read these signs around here.
I see.
Fascinating. They have 2 airports on the island of Maui, and one is called like Hili Wili Puli, and then they call the other one Willy Willy Polly, and then I go to the wrong one, and I'm the idiot. You're supposed to be Hili Wili Puli, not Willy Willy Polly. They're going to be an hour and a half apart. They shouldn't sound exactly the same. Not Hili Wili Puli, Willy Willy Polly. I have a theory, and I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry, is what happened. They just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big, beautiful bird? Well, yeah, that's good. That's the I
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
just a few minutes.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I am Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
This is an obscure request.
Oh, that's the only kind we do.
We've been doing special requests for veterans as our celebration of Veterans Day continues, because there are men and women right now, some in some place, might be an awful place, doing what they're doing, so you can do what you're doing. So don't forget that.
Right.
This one is so obscure, I'm not even sure how much I need to explain it. This involves a comedian, Chad Daniels. He was in the room when this happened, and it has been cleaned up a little bit for a broadcast. But do you remember this, Chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was an incident.
Yeah.
Well, I'll play it, and then I'll try to explain what exactly is happening.
To be honest, I'd never heard of the first bank that treats you like you're the Lehigh University class president turned bank robber. But since it seemed to fit me to a T, I told the bank manager that I had a 3.9 GPA, was a member of several extracurricular programs, volunteered at the nursing home, and if he didn't give me all the cash in the drawer, I'd blow his head off.
This frat boy came in and said he was the president of the class of 2008 at Lehigh University, had a 3.9 GPA, and that he was in several extracurricular activities, like volunteering at nursing homes, and that he'd blow my head off if I didn't give him all the cash. And
good beat there.
I told all of the male bank employees that they were scumbag pledges, and that for the next 8 semesters, I was their mama, their daddy, and their supreme lord and commander. And I told them to make sure they had a bag of marshmallows handy. I wanted to degrade their dignity the same way mine was freshman year. So I had them strip, get in a circle, and pass that marshmallow around using only their butt cheeks.
Frankly, we were happy and relieved that the class president, frat boy robber, had us do that rather than sit on a block of ice. And that...
Hey, shut up, rookie plebe.
I'm sorry, your lordship. I am scum.
Now, continue the commercial, scum.
Yes, your lordship, sir. So anyway, we passed the marshmallows with our butt cheeks while reciting the Greek alphabet. I'm not sure how or why, but after that, we were all very close friends.
After the initiation hazing, I asked the bank manager for a job. He gave it to me. He had to.
I gave the man a job. I had to. We were brothers now. I kind of hate myself.
I robbed the bank, got a loan, got the job, and then we threw a bitchin' kegger with the girls from the First Bank of Hot Co-eds who dig frat boys who rob banks down the street. It was awesome. Puke and deposit slips everywhere. Toga, toga, toga.
The first bank that treats you like you're the Lehigh University class president turned bank robber. If you're an overachiever with no friends who has to force people to love and respect you through humiliation, we're the bank for you. Bring your transcript and an automatic weapon this week and get a free logo sweatshirt and paddle. The first bank that treats you like you're the Lehigh University class president turned bank robber, where our motto is,
"Thank you, sir. May I have another?"
The classics. Obscure. Remember that story? Mm-hmm. President of the class.
Yep.
However, the first time we played that, go ahead. There was a problem.
There was a problem. Several times in the script, the phrase blow his effing head off.
Yes. Only.
And that requires a lot of editing, of course.
Of all the things we played that have been recorded, the record has to be 1,000 to 1.
Yeah.
That it would have been bleeped out, but apparently this time it was not.
Why would you say the real word anyway?
That's how you do it. You say
it works better.
And then when you bleep it out.
Okay.
And then except the first time we played it, it was
not.
Do you want to hear listen to the response?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, here, listen again.
To be honest, I'd never heard of the first bank that treats you like you're the Lehigh University class president turned bank robber. But since it seemed to fit me to a T, I told the bank manager that I had a 3.9 GPA, was a member of several extracurricular programs, volunteered at the nursing home, and if he didn't give me all the cash in the drawer, I'd blow his head off.
This frat.
Oh, okay, that's not the actual. There's another version with the real reaction.
Version where you hear us reacting.
I mean,
to it
the
actually.
gasping is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know where that part is, but hopefully it's been erased.
I think I hit the button, as they say.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
So,
Chad lost his mind.
Yeah.
we had a guest in the studio at the time.
I couldn't believe it, yeah.
It was,
A lot of things going on here I can't believe.
Yeah, okay. Right now, we return to the news desk. It's a special news desk today. It's the Poetry for Neanderthals. Not Safe for Work edition. It's a game we were playing all last week. It's a lot of fun, perfect for the family, and available at Target. Christy, what's going on over there?
A so-called multi-story erotic center has been planned to replace Amsterdam's famed red light district, and the notion is encountering pushback from locals.
Well, what do we do for a red light district?
Last year, the mayor and city council agreed on plans to move and reimagine the infamous red light district after years of worsening nuances, criminality, and crowd levels.
Worsening nuances?
They probably must say nuisances, I would imagine.
Oh, that's what it is. Nuisances, sorry. Amsterdam's mayor, Femke Halsema, imagines an upmarket erotic center inspired by Baz Luhrmann's Moulin Rouge as her solution.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Uh-huh. An architect designed the building. It would house 100 rooms for sex workers.
What's the problem?
Bars, restaurants, entertainment spaces, and even a health center.
They're turning a famous portion of the city into what's essentially a sex outlet mall.
The city announced 8 possible locations, but the idea is opposed by locals who do not want the building in their neighborhoods, as well as sex workers who do not want to leave their brothel windows in one of the most beautiful parts
Isn't that kind
of the inner
whole
city.
thing, though? That having the brothel windows and the whole...
Right.
Isn't that part of the whole experience?
Yeah.
You've been there. We haven't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You walk through and they've got their lit up windows there, and you can, they're kind of standing and
Do they
posing.
go, hey, mister?
They don't yell.
Isn't that part of the whole tradition? Or do you want to just go to some high-rise building where you...
I don't know. I mean, there is something to be said for tradition, but this idea of like a Moulin Rouge type building is pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. Officials are now looking to find 3 new possible locations.
I'm very pro sex work. I think they should. I think it should be up to them to decide what they want to do. But
now, do they sell? Amsterdam's also famous for the legal weed shops. Right?
Sure,
way before anybody else.
Yeah.
Are they in the same spot?
Not that I noticed. No, I mean there's some not. They're not far, but it was mostly the red light district was mostly just that. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. It just seems like that's sort of a kind of a landmark there, and having it turned.
I mean, it's more than one like street. It's you go down. Yeah, it's wild.
But I mean, as an outlet mall, as I described it earlier, seems to me, I don't know.
It'd be cool. You can get some mouse stuff, then you can go to an axe throwing place. It sounds fun.
Yeah.
And don't discount outlet malls. No, I love a good outlet mall. Heck yeah.
Boy. Yeah, you can
get a cheap pair of Adidas and
that's right.
And a handy.
Yeah. And then go grab some Cold Stone. Why not?
Go buy some sunglasses.
Day set.
But obviously it would have to be for adults only.
Sure.
Well, of course.
Yeah. I mean, as it stands now, you could walk with your family down one of the alleyway kind of things.
Daddy, what's Dave and Busta Nuts? Oh, well, it's
I'm sorry. Hang on a second, Tom. What is it called in Amsterdam? It's not
Dave and Busta Nuts.
Dave and Busta Nuts. That's what it's called.
What's Dave doing there?
Dave's just
he welcomes you. He's like a greeter.
Dave keeps the books, Willie.
You look like a guy who wants to bust a nut. You know what, Dave? You're on to something.
They still do have Pop-A-Shot, though, because that's a fun time. People like playing Pop-A-Shot.
Yes, yeah, they'll never get rid of that.
Josh, this reminds me of
Shuffle Puck.
A few years ago. I forget when it was. Vegas decided they were going to go family friendly.
Oh, yeah, it was many years ago.
Remember that? And they put in a theme park and it didn't work. This seems to me to be the same idea.
Is lots of fun still? Not lots of fun.
That was a casino there.
Yeah, Circus. Is that still out there?
It is.
So, yeah.
That place was crazy. You had all these kids.
Yeah, because when I was a kid growing up, we drove across country to see my grandparents. Stopped in Vegas. That was the only place we could go.
Yeah.
The only place.
They have like carnival games that you can't gamble on, but they have gambling, obviously, and then. Yeah.
No, well, we'll see what happens with the red light district. I just can't see it being put into one big building.
Can you remember why we went to Vegas? What else happened on that trip?
Let's not bring that up.
Can you remember?
Poor Ace.
We went to Vegas many times.
Yeah, well, the one time.
Clearly, Ace doesn't want to talk about it.
Well,
I'll talk about anything.
He was going to get married and didn't come through.
Hey, and you're better for it. Yeah, good for you. It all worked out.
I've never been divorced.
Son of a... Well, you know what?
He was ready for that.
I'm not going to let Ace get to me.
Nothing like watching your buddy come up and friendly ribbing, a little elbow to the ribs there, and then the other guy pulls out a scalpel and slices the other's jugular. That's what just happened.
Yeah,
I think Tom and I agreed that morning that we'd never seen a drunker person than Ace standing about 50 feet away from us watching us broadcast.
Oh, no kidding.
He's trying to stand
You
up.
had it funny.
What was your drink of choice, Ace?
Heart was broken.
Back then, Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke.
Yeah, and then I don't want to mention any names. Somebody vomited into one of the big potted plants.
Oh, yeah.
It's not me. Don't look at me.
No, it wasn't anybody in this room.
No.
It was rough. Remember, when you're in Las Vegas trying to do a show...
That's why the planters are so big.
Eastern time. At 6 a.m., it's 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's not for us. It's still 6 a.m.
Yeah, so it was rough. Now let's move forward here. We have coming up in the news what, Christy?
Coming up next, we have Greg Warren, but coming up in the news... Well,
thanks for the warning.
We have, what would be your glory days? Think about a time frame in your life.
What age were you?
Like your glory days.
Looking back.
19, 20, probably 18.
All
19,
right,
20.
we'll have some seniors' thoughts on those.
Isn't that everybody's glory days?
Well, you'll be surprised when you find out what the answer is. I look forward to that.
When was your glory days? Kumquat last week, probably. Is that right?
Right now. Kumquat.
Sounds filthy, but it's not.
It's just a nice little fruit.
And it sounds like a term of endearment, but it's not.
Okay. We'll find out coming up. Right now, I want to talk about how much I like those Raycon earbuds.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. And this is the perfect gift because, remember, the Raycon earbuds are designed to fit any ear. They've got special tippy things. What do you call them?
Gel
tips. They fit every ever made, Tom.
Tippy
That's right.
things.
The Raycon's wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers offer premium sound, useful features, and almost custom comfortable fit with those gel tips and up to 54 hours of battery life. And they start at about half the price of other premium audio brands. Plus, Raycon makes gifting easy. Holiday gift guides for everyone in your life. Knock that list out all at once, online even, and get 30% off by shopping Raycon's holiday bundles. Everybody needs a pair of Raycons in their ears. How swell would that be? Put a stocking stuffer. Whether it's for listening to music, taking work calls, blasting a workout playlist, you can find Raycon in stores now, available at Kohl's or Walmart, but you're always going to get the best deal when you use the special link at buyraycon.com/Tom. It's buy now, pay later options. Plus, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and use the code EARLYBF to get 20% off site-wide. Or save even bigger and get 30% off Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles. That's code EARLYBF, EARLYBF at buyraycon.com/Tom for 20% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, a request for Tony, who was in Operation Desert Storm, and we're looking forward to talking with comedian Greg Warren. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me with
it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Big Skin Pick, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Tennessee. Jeff Saturday and the Indianapolis Colts win. Arizona and San Francisco wins in Sunday Night Football. NBA winners yesterday. Joel Embiid has 59. Philly beat Utah. Also winning Oklahoma City, Washington, Minnesota, Denver, Sacramento, and the Lakers. And NHL winners in regulation. Dallas, Boston, the Rangers, and Tampa Bay. San Jose wins in a shootout, beating Minnesota. And Winnipeg wins in overtime, beating Seattle. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bob Bile Motors, and I'll show you my... Take a test drive, and I'll also let you see my...
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey, guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the...
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hunt on Fridays.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Bob and Tom fans, it's Willie G. This Thanksgiving Eve, November 23rd, Jeff Oskey, Pat Godwin, and I are doing a big show at Helium in downtown Indy. So hop online, go to Helium's website or the link in my Instagram bio and grab some tickets to see me, Jeff Oskey, and my pal Pat Godwin the night before Thanksgiving.
All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
He is Ryan Stout,
Hello,
very
Ryan.
handsome young man. Ryan, you're a clean cut looking young
Absolutely.
guy.
Well, I'm not clean cut, but no profanities for me. I mean, I'm just I would use it if I thought it was shocking, but I don't think it's shocking anymore. You know, because the profanity, it's everywhere now. It's everywhere.
That's
you know,
true.
you can't even rent like a nice adult film where a man and another man and maybe a woman have consensual sex in front of a camera without one of the three spewing out profanities. It's awful. It's all F me and my A and S. And it's disgusting, all right?
Blank me now.
I'd like to sit down with my niece and nephew, Jenna and Jameson, in a family environment and watch a nice orgy flick without turning them into potty mouths. Is that so much to ask, America? Where is the FCC when you need them?
Amen.
Folks?
You raise a good point.
Where's your head, America? Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition News Desk.
Yes, sir.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Coffee's good this morning, chick.
Can't get any better than that.
Yeah.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey. Hot, tasty.
Don't you make it every morning anyway?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You drink it whether it's good or not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it's good today.
What flavor did you pick?
Right now, I'm having a
don't you have a
veranda blend?
I was just going to say, don't you walk in the gardens every morning or
Certainly.
something like that? Yeah. Hi, Willie.
Good morning.
I'm Chick. There's Tom.
You gonna drink a man's coffee later, or what?
I may, yes.
A man drink what he wants.
I take my coffee black.
There you go.
As I do.
Now, a couple things happening. We're still taking Veterans Day requests. Right now, I'm looking at the Paul Newman-esque blue eyes of comedian Greg Warren.
I love Baby Blue
Eyes. Oh, Greg.
He's a handsome man.
Greg.
So nice to see you.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good. Now, Greg, I have a question. How could you lose your laptop? Would you care to go over any of that at all?
A little drama.
Oh, did that happen?
I was 3 stops yesterday. My brother's house, a coffee shop, and my dad's house. And then at one point, I looked in my car, and my laptop was not there.
Oh,
it was in a backpack that I keep it in with other stuff.
Right.
And so I flipped out. I went and checked everywhere, and it wasn't there.
Oh.
And then I got an email about 3 hours later from some lady that they found it on the street.
The street?
Yes. Either it came out of, like, it fell out of my trunk or was on my roof. Or
what? Both very plausible.
Oh, so I mean, you
could
put,
happen.
You put your backpack on the roof of your car and drove off.
Maybe while you were unlocking.
It could have happened.
Yeah.
It could happen, but I don't think so. I think somebody. I think I didn't have my door locked when I was at my dad's. I just went in just to play with a dog for a few minutes. I think somebody took it out of my dad's, out of the car at my dad's, and then ditched it, real close to my dad's house.
Really?
Sounds like the work of a punk to me. Is what that's.
Was anything
You know what? Willie, I thought the same thing. Are you familiar with these guys?
Oh, these punks are always running
punks.
around.
Oh, they're punks everywhere.
Well, Christy has asked the relevant question. Was anything missing from the backpack?
No, nothing's missing.
No, then
then
it
you
wasn't
left it
stolen.
on
Then
the
you
top
left it on
of
the
your
roof of your car.
Yeah.
No, Tom, because it looked like I keep my receipts in there, and like they were all strewn about.
You mean when
So I
it
think
fell off
somebody
the
was-
car?
No, no, you would have had to go into this pocket, unzip the pocket, and pull them out.
Well, that
it
can
looked
happen,
like somebody was looking for cash.
And then wait a minute. I'm sorry. Then they put the receipts back in there?
No, they weren't. They were all jumbled about.
Yeah. You think somebody opened the laptop, read some of the material you've been working on, and said, "Forget this," and just dropped it back?
That's quite possible, Josh.
Saw the photos. I know that's happened with some of my notebooks I've left in coffee shops.
Yeah. And some of the stuff I'm working on lately, I wouldn't have kept that laptop.
Document about the history of
God awful.
If someone stole it, wouldn't they just walk off with it and take the laptop?
Did Willie just take a shot at the Warren Report?
Yeah, he did, man. I think Willie has become a punk.
I think he may be a punk. I'll tell you guys another thing. It's not my week. My website's down.
Oh. Did you leave that on top of your car?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of this?
Know,
Greg,
the technology.
When it rains, it pours, huh?
I haven't heard that, but man, that's apt. Apparently some a phishing website has attacked my computer, which
like Bassmasters.
I think so, John. I'll tell you what. I think it might be Babe Winkleman or Bill Dance or Roland Martin. Those guys have been trying to take me down forever.
Roland Martin has a real grudge against you.
He does. He does.
Man, I love Bill Dance.
But oddly enough, Bill Dance does not dance.
No, he doesn't.
Hell of a fisherman, though.
Oh, he'll throw. He'll
His
throw
blooper
lure, yeah.
reels are fun. to
So
watch.
let me ask you this.
Oh, sorry, Tom.
So was your preparation for today's show on that computer?
Please say
It
yes.
was.
Please say
Yeah.
yes.
But I've got it. I've got it here, guys.
Okay.
What is
Apparently
today's
the,
today's topic?
That's great news.
Today's topic, Tom, is...
Look, it was all business all of a sudden.
It's the Thigh Master, Tom.
The Thigh
Master.
Wow.
Yes.
Suzanne Summers.
At last, we tear the roof off this.
Just to give you guys some numbers up front, it's reported that Suzanne Summers made $300 million from the Thigh Master. $300 million. And just to put that in perspective, Thigh Master, $300 million. The movie Puppet Master, $8.5 million domestic box office.
Sure. But it spawned many, many sequels.
It did, but still,
Direct-to-video,
we're not at 300, Josh.
No, we're not. We're not.
MasterCard, valued at $297 billion, so a little bit bigger than Suzanne.
Sure.
The Masters, $142 million last year.
Wow.
Which, I think somebody missed an opportunity there. That golf course down there in Georgia is used like once a year.
Yeah.
They never could have had the Thigh Masters. Hello, friends. I'm Jim Nance, and welcome to this tradition really unlike any other. We're going to go straight to 17. Thank you, Jim. Suzanne Summers appears to have a metal contraption in between her legs, and she's moving her knees together and then apart and together. She doesn't show any signs of slowing down, Jim, and I, for one, hope she does not. I can only wonder what Mr. Furley would think of the pageantry of this. The Thigh Master was invented by a young lady named Anne Marie Benstrom. She was an intern in Sweden, and she was on her way to becoming a medical doctor. She invented it to help rehab skiers that had been in serious accidents. Anne Marie was a little bit famous. She started like one of those first spiritual retreats, fitness retreats out in Malibu. She was on the Tonight Show a lot. Check this out. She was the first one to put calisthenics to music. She called it Jumpin' Jiminy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jumpin' Jiminy. That was the predecessor of Jazzercise, which I think they got that wrong. I mean, I'd rather do Jumpin' Jiminy than Jazzercise. Watch this. Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
This Saturday, you want to come over to my house and Jazzercise?
Man, I'm busy. I got to help a buddy move.
Okay, what about Sunday? We do some Jumpin' Jiminy.
I'm there.
See?
And Saturday, there was Miles Davis night.
Tom.
Kind of blue.
Jazzercise, they had the brilliant idea of taking exercise, something that nobody likes, and combining it with jazz that nobody likes.
Well, it's about the workouts you don't do.
Yeah.
I see.
Nice.
I see. Yeah, very good.
Although they did corner the market on bumper stickers.
Yeah, they had those for a long time.
There was an era when that was the only bumper sticker you saw, the Jazzercise. So.
Yeah. A guy named Josh Reynolds bought the rights to what Anne Marie called the V-bar. He changed it to the V-toner.
The V-bar.
Yeah.
That's a little...
Well, it's shaped like a V. Don't be...
Exactly.
It's not for vag?
No, it's shaped like a V.
I mean, you think...
It was originally designed for all muscles. Yeah.
Yeah,
sophomoric, I would say, Christy.
Yeah.
That's why we're picking up on it.
Wait till we get to the C-bar.
Oh, boy.
Does that stand for crow?
No, it doesn't. Josh Reynolds, heir to the R.J. Reynolds family.
Yeah.
Which, I think he bought a piece of exercise equipment so he could keep people alive a little bit longer to smoke his daddy's cigarettes. But Josh, he jazzed it up a little bit, or should I say jumping Jiminy it up a little bit. He added some color to it. He covered up the springs and sold it as an all-purpose portable gym. Didn't do that well till he partnered up with marketing guru Peter Byler. Peter got his start, Procter & Gamble. I've been telling you guys for a long time.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Great men start at Procter & Gamble. Peter said, let's focus on one body part. We'll name it the Thigh Master. By the way, Peter's wife, some actress, said, women don't care about their thighs.
Wrong.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Wrong.
This is why I never got married, guys. It just nobody wants to hear a joke about a flute. Key figure in the Thigh Master, Ronald Reagan.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. I figured Tom would know this. The Reagan administration deregulated the length of commercials back then. So that's how you got these 30-minute infomercials. Thanks to Ronald Reagan. I have a Ronald Reagan impression. You guys want to hear?
I'd love to.
Uh-oh.
Well, what do you think?
That's dead on. Hey, that's dead on.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks. Also,
that was the first inauguration. Now do the second one. That's good. That's dead on. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my other impression that's similar. You guys remember that show Alf?
Sure.
Oh, of course. Yes, yeah.
Remember Willie, the father?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Love that show.
Yeah. Here's Willie. Alf.
These are dead on. These are sort of
pretty good stuff, wouldn't you say?
Max. What is that guy? Max Wright. Yes.
Yeah, dark side to that guy. Don't Google him.
Oh, there it is.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Max Wright.
Gets a little weird.
Why did you have to bring that up then?
He and Jeffrey Jones in a club.
So they got this thing together. They called it the Thigh Master, and they thought they had to find they needed a spokesperson. They needed somebody good looking, and they actually looked at Joyce DeWitt, Suzanne's co-star.
Very attractive.
On Three's Company. Very attractive. Kathy Rigby, Olympic gymnast. Linda Gray. Do you guys know who that is?
From Dallas.
Yeah, from Dallas. I got to be honest.
Sue Ellen.
Would not have minded seeing her
master her thighs.
Yeah. Yep. And Bruce Jenner, back when he was Bruce Jenner, was somebody they were thinking about. So they decide on Suzanne. Okay. Peter had worked with her before, and they go to Suzanne's house and they show it to her, and she loves it, and they make a deal. And on the way out, Suzanne says that she whispered in Peter's ear, Peter, we are going to make so much money on this.
Yes.
At which point, if I were Peter, I'd been like, yeah, I don't know why we're whispering. That's kind of the goal of this.
We don't need to keep
this
secret.
is not something we need to
this isn't a
secret.
Not for profit.
It's a stated objective, as a matter of fact. I got to be honest, though. If Suzanne Summers ever whispered anything in my ear, I would be extremely turned on.
Yeah. She could whisper, I'm going to kill your dog.
yeah. Or, Greg, you're not funny. Oh, that's hot.
That is. Thank you.
Take off the restraints.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. They shot the commercial on the night of the first Desert Storm invasion, actually.
That's an odd fact.
And
I could have gone.
That's what you get. That's what you get with the Warren Report.
Oh, sure.
Stuff you don't want to know. Yeah, right.
Some of the miscellanea.
Guys, I watched the commercial, one of the first ones, and my favorite part of it was there's like a guy, like a distinguished gentleman in gray hair, and he has like a white lab coat on. They're on him for 2 seconds. And I guess he's obviously the doctor. He goes, I recommend it, and I use it. And then they're off of it. At which point, millions of Americans were like, well, I see. This is a medical device.
Wow.
Suzanne actually wound up buying the rights. She bought them out. It's her company.
Oh, yeah, she's still selling them.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
And they asked her how many she has sold. and she said, I stopped counting at 10 million.
Wow.
Which I think that's a valuable piece of information if you're a business owner. Like, you need to know top line sales, Susan. It's there's tax liabilities and things like that.
Yeah, you can teach her something.
Yeah. There's some spin-off products. The Buttmaster is probably the most famous.
Oh.
They reverse the tension, and this is a real thing. And their slogan was, tired of feeling like a big tub of lard? Use the Buttmaster and you'll get nice and hard.
Wow.
Yeah. And I got to tell you guys, I sold Crisco shortening for several years for Procter & Gamble, and we went up against tubs of lard down in the Rio Grande.
Yeah.
You say what you want about them. They are a tough competitor, especially down in the border towns in Texas.
Sure.
Tubs of lard are extremely tough guys.
Greg, I was known as the Thigh Master.
Were you?
Is that right?
In my local KFC, I would walk in. Here he comes.
Yeah.
Here comes the Thigh Master.
Here come Josh. You like that dork meat.
Greg, we're going to have to come back for the closer.
There's not one.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right.
I can do that Reagan impression again if you like.
No. Greg Warren is on November 25th and 26th, the Funny Bone in Butler County, Ohio is how they're describing it. I don't know. They keep switching it around.
Cincinnati, Liberty Township.
Cincinnati.
December 1st through December 4th at the Funny Bone in St. Louis. Other stops coming up include Omaha and Columbus, Ohio. We'll talk to you soon, Greg.
Bye, Greg.
Thanks, guys.
Glad you got your laptop back. Right now, Napa wants to remind you of their mission. They've got a mission statement. That mission is to keep you in motion. For almost 100 years, Napa's been known for having the quality parts and expert knowledge that you, the driver, need. Today, Napa helps drivers just like you hit the road with confidence with America's largest network of parts and care. There are nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers, meaning that you're never far from the quality products and trusted service that you and your ride need. You depend on it. Visit NapaOnline.com to find a Napa location near you today. And don't forget, they've got Napa know-how. When we come back, speaking of Operation Desert Storm, a special request for Tony, who was part of that operation. When we return, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete...
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
Crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you. Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Oh, if only I had reverb on my own. Hey, bobandtom.com is the place you go to check out all the latest information, news, highlights about the cast, and this little show we call The Bob and Tom Show. Where do you go? bobandtom.com. Links to our social media sites there as well, and videos of Pat Godwin singing his songs from the performance room, Ace Cosby telling a joke of the day, and don't forget about those Bob and Tom Show puppets smacking around Tom. Smack Tom. That's right. The Bob and Tom Show puppets are living right now at bobandtom.com. And don't forget, we're still taking those veterans requests. Veterans Day last Friday, and we got a lot of them in. We're continuing to roll through those requests all this week. So if you're a veteran, feel free to go ahead and send us a request, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We love to hear from you, and let us know what armed services you were with when you send in your request. That way we can credit you and your brothers in arms, if you will. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The Miami Beach Hotel, where the Beatles filmed their second Ed Sullivan Show appearance, is now a pile of rubble. The DeVille Hotel was imploded yesterday after it fell into disrepair in recent years. The future of the property is uncertain. The Beatles recorded 6 songs at the hotel for Sullivan's Show in 1964. An estimated 70 million people watched that episode. Many of us have felt the ordeal of being in an airport for a long time. Maran Karimi Masari has lived 18 years in Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. His saga partially inspired the Steven Spielberg movie The Terminal. Nassari has passed away. According to airport officials, he had a heart attack in Terminal 2F Saturday and could not be revived. Nassari's age has not been confirmed, although it's believed he was born in 1945. And the release of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever has taken the box office by storm. The Marvel sequel earned $180 million in ticket sales in its first weekend in theaters. With the 2020 death of Chadwick Boseman, who played T'Challa in the original, the sequel tells the story of his character's death and the grieving kingdom he left behind. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program 24/7.
Has this ever happened to you?
Scalpel, clamp, knife.
Ow! Hey! What the? Ah!
Waking up during an operation can be both traumatic and painful. Did you know that you have a choice when it comes to choosing an anesthesia? Introducing Ed Pedural's Anesthesia City! Anesthesia City!
Hey, Eddie Pedural here. When you need to get gooned on the goofy juice, it really helps to shop around. And there's no better time than now, as we're getting giddy at Anesthesia City. It's our once-a-year Malaise Days.
Malaise Days!
Bring in your Zoo Book coupon, and we'll knock off an additional 50% on scratch and dent ethers, pentathols, and nitrous.
Anesthesia City!
And oh yeah, free balloons for the kids. Hey, if they're real young, make sure they don't suck on any of that balloon air, if you know what I'm saying.
Anesthesia City! Open every day, 10 until 10. 9.
I'm Ed Pedural saying, so, what's it going to take for me to put you in a coma today?
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
But I can't stand the endorsements that come after that, because everybody's going to have their own shoe and selling shoes and telling these kids to buy shoes. Because honestly, I don't care what kind of shoe an athlete wears, and neither should you. My question is, what kind of shoe does a black surgeon or lawyer wear? What is Johnny Cochran wearing? That should be the commercial. When you can get a brother off a double homicide the whole world knows he's guilty of, that's a bad shoe.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Free scratchers and cash.
welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show with the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Great morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Got stacks of requests from veterans. This is an odd one. It's short, weird, and it's an actual phone call from this show. This is from Tony, who was a part of the aforementioned Operation Desert Storm. Tony wants to hear this this phone call.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
This is Tammy from Cincinnati.
Hi, Tammy.
Was at the in-laws for Thanksgiving dinner. They had separated or were divorced after 26 years of marriage, so the mom was putting on the dinner by herself. After prayer, everyone's sitting there nice and quietly, so she wants to read a little poem.
Oh, no.
Everybody starts laughing. It makes her really mad, so she stands up and she says, "You don't know the hell I've lived through the past 26 years. Your father always wanted to blank me up the blank, and I've got the hemorrhoids to prove it."
Oh, my
There you go, Tony.
All right.
Now can we go home? No wonder your mom wanted to stand up and read a poem. There we go. Who'd want to sit?
Oh, my.
Now,
how about that?
Got another one here. This one is Go Navy is the request. This is Joe, United States Navy Air Traffic Controller. And he's also, by the way, interestingly enough, a fan of the Sleep Number bed. And he goes, "I just got the Poetry for Neanderthals game. Love it." Well, thank you, Joe.
All right.
Good show supporter.
For many, many reasons.
And he wants to learn about Thanksgiving and the Thanksgiving turkey.
Hi, hello. This is Mr. Obvious, and welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. Let's take a call. Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello, is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Hi, Mr. Obvious, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Well, thanks very much, caller. How can I help?
Well, Mr. Obvious, I need some advice on cooking a turkey. I tried cooking one the last 5 years, and I just haven't had any success.
Well, now, let's start at the beginning. Do you have a big roasting pan?
Well, I sure do, Mr. Obvious.
Good. Now, do you have an oven?
Well, of course I do, Mr. Obvious. I'm no idiot, Mr. Obvious. I'm not like a lot of those people that call your show.
Oh, now, please don't take offense at this question. Do you actually have a turkey?
Sure, Mr. Obvious. I got a nice big 25-pound turkey.
Great. Have you stuffed your turkey, caller?
Oh, yeah, that's all done.
Preheated the oven?
Yep.
Well, caller, I don't mind telling you, Mr. Obvious is a little bit puzzled at this point as to why you haven't been able to successfully cook your turkey in the past.
Well, I am too, Mr. Obvious.
All right.
Well, the problem is that the turkey's just too tough.
Too tough, you say?
Oh, yeah, real tough.
Now, do you baste the turkey?
Yep, I tried that, and it didn't seem to help.
Have you thought about putting the turkey in a bag?
In a bag, Mr. Obvious?
Yes, sir, caller. Many people swear by this method of cooking a turkey.
That sounds kind of hard, Mr. Obvious.
Hard? Why no, caller? It's not hard at all.
Well, if you say so, can you hang on a second? I can give it a try while I got you on the phone here.
Well, normally Mr. Obvious is pressed for time, but for a caller like you, I'll spare a few seconds. Go ahead, put your turkey in the bag. I'll hold on.
Great, thanks, Mr. Obvious. I'll be right back. All right, come here, boys. Get in this bag.
What's going on there?
No.
What the heck?
Come on, get in the bag, little feller.
What's going on there? Caller.
Don't bite me.
Caller. Hello?
Oh, that's coming.
Why do I even try?
Mr. Obvious?
Yes, caller?
Yeah, it's not going to work. I'm telling you, he's just too tough. I can't get him in there. I figure even if I did get him in there, if he can get out of a roasting pan like he has in the last 5 years, I don't see how paper bag's going to hold him very long.
Your turkey's alive, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's alive. There's no doubt about that. He's a tough old bird.
You've been trying to cook the same live turkey for 5 years, Carl?
Sure have, and haven't had a bit of success, Mr. Obvious.
Well, I can't help but saying Mr. Obvious is saddened by this turn of events.
I know what you mean, Mr. Obvious. My little girl, she gets sad every year. Try to pop this doggone turkey in the oven.
Hey, here's an idea. Have you ever thought about killing the turkey?
Tell you what, Mr. Obvious, I've sure thought about it a couple times. Man, when that sucker bites me, I just want to wring his neck. I've never been so mad that I actually seriously thought about killing him.
Uh-huh. Caller, you can't cook the turkey until he's dead.
Really?
Yes, really. You cook dead turkeys, not live ones.
I never made the connection.
Yeah. Hey, that's all the time we have for today.
Hey, Mr. Obvious?
Yes, Owen.
Thanks, Mr. Obvious. You're a lifesaver.
I appreciate it. Join us next week for another.
Hey, Mr. Obvious?
Yeah.
One more thing. How long do turkeys typically live?
Join us next week for Mr. Obvious Show.
Fabulous Mr. Obvious. And a special veterans request.
I have one.
Going out to the Navy. And Joe. You're welcome, Joe. What?
I have a Navy request as well.
Oh.
This old he says the only request this old Navy veteran could ask for is for Christy Lee to give me an on-air shout-out. Well, thank you, Keith. I hope you're doing well.
How about that?
Yeah, that's very
Keith, the old
sweet.
tar, you.
Keith.
Okay. Now, you had a news story earlier about Hyundai, or how do you pronounce it?
Hyundai.
Hyundai. Like Sunday.
Hyundai.
If you've lived in Korea, I guess it's Hyundai.
That's what they said, yeah.
Okay. That doesn't really
the point is
fit our world, though, Josh. Maybe
they have developed.
I think if you listen to a TV commercial, it'll be Hyundai, not Hyundai.
Crotch airbag.
They've developed a crotch airbag.
I don't believe anything you're
Jumps out from between your legs.
Oh, come here. Get a load of this.
This from a stunt performer for 15 years. He goes, every time I strap in, we have a vehicle crotch belt known as the submarine belt to keep you from sliding under the lap belt.
Okay, yeah. I would imagine you would absolutely want that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is different. This is an actual airbag type thing that will pop up between your legs, right?
Yes, apparently. Hyundai and Kia have designed the new seat-mounted airbag. It'll deploy from the seat base between your thighs and locks you in place so you cannot slide forward or sideways during a crash.
Wow. Okay. Again, would you've been in a car where the airbag went off, Josh? Said it's like getting punched in the face, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's a very alarming. Yeah. And all this powder flies all over the place, and there's a rough smell.
And evidently that powder is cornstarch. Mm-hmm. It helps the bag to deploy properly.
Wow, okay.
I'm just telling you.
So this thing would deploy around the groin area, though.
How about that?
Have you ever deployed?
I'm glad I'm not a guy.
I don't think you've ever deployed around the groin area. Probably. Of all of us.
More of a pearl necklace guy?
I hear you. I see you making that face and going, that's nasty. I can see that.
Once again, a gentleman would never discuss such things. When we come back, Christy, what's in the news over there?
Master of...
Coming up, we have Edvard Munch's The Scream. We have the glory days for folks. I kind of have to agree with this study, I think.
When people look back, what their best years were?
what their best years were.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
17? You can't play. You're not a senior.
I peaked early, baby. Come on.
There it is.
Good to know.
And if you want to do mushrooms while you're skiing this year in Colorado, check it out.
Okay. Also, RIP in the news. We've got a couple of obits we got to get to coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Drink fast.
Okay, you got the rules now? All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Not Safe for Work edition of Poetry for Neanderthals. All right, everybody's got their cards ready to go.
Right. Yep.
Pat Godwin, Ace Cosby.
Got it.
Remember, one-syllable words are the key here. Chick McGee.
Ugh.
Okay, Josh Arnold.
Me got it.
Okay, that's fine. Christy Lee.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
you
very
know, that
good.
would
This
be
is
a
Tom
female caveman, wouldn't it? Yes. Ready.
Okay, you ready to go? Now, Chick, you're going to start.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I want you
Give us
to
hints.
give us some hints.
Okay, now.
And we have to guess.
Your first word.
Give us the word, please.
Hole.
What?
Hole.
Vagina.
Face.
Mouth.
Close.
No.
Ear.
Eye socket.
What, can I say no?
Yes, that's a one-syllable word.
Tongue.
Throat.
Now, yes.
Okay, so now you try to get us to guess the second phrase.
Deep throat.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Well, someone jumped all over that one.
Boom.
Little deep throat from Christy Lee.
I don't want to brag, but those were amazing clues.
Yes.
Okay. Christy, you take a shot at it.
Twice.
Double.
2.
Twins.
Testicles.
Balls. Oh. Is that okay? Breath. Oh, boob.
No.
Gang.
No.
Stool samples.
Kidneys.
Three-way.
Coop.
Coop.
What?
Cock.
Chick.
Cocks.
Chicken.
Little.
Small cocks. Smallpox.
Smallpox. Yes.
Is it smallpox?
It's got to be small.
Tell us.
No.
What's our hint? 2?
2. Twice.
Come.
Double dong.
2 twice small.
And coop.
Coop. Little.
I know.
Sports car.
Douche. Deuce.
Little
Yes.
deuce coop.
Deuce on my chest.
Deuce on my chest.
Drop a deuce.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
That's the
all right.
Wait a minute.
Wait, we made that up.
We tried to.
Drop a
It
deuce.
says
it's
drop
there.
a deuce.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
this is certainly not safe for work, but it's safe for radio.
Poetry for Neanderthals. Thanks, everybody.
Scientific inquiry in New Zealand, and the answer could have profound effects on the health of the planet. More specifically, the question is how to stop cows, sheep, and other farm animals from belching out so much methane. New Zealand scientists coming up with some surprising solutions that could put a big dent in animal emissions. Among the more promising, selective breeding, genetically modified food, methane inhibitors, and a potential game changer, a vaccine. Because farming is central to the economy, about half of the nation's greenhouse gas emissions come from farms, compared to less than 10% in the United States. And that's a look at things you may have missed. Watch out for those cow burps. I'm Mark Allison. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I had to call you guys today, and you know me, I'm the last guy with the best lie. So let me get this straight, and let's run the numbers. I know Josh supposedly went fishing, and Chick is on assignment. Am I right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I just saw those two walk out of the Minute Suites outside of Bravo 4. I know. Why pay for that when you can use one of those breastfeeder pump stations?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
She's the love of your life, and you want to make her feel special on Valentine's Day. Gentlemen, if you're looking for a romantic gift this Valentine's Day, then Frigamall Florist has the gift for you. It's our I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. Yes, for just $59.95, you can send her the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. The I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet proclaims your lust for her in the most romantic way possible. The bouquet of lovely fresh flowers says, let's do it, and my loins ache. Your wedding vows didn't include a vow of chastity, but you're not going to see any action unless you act now. So pick up the phone and order the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet right now. That's the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I order you some flowers bouquet. With one phone call, you can cover your ass and get some ass. It's a win-win. Call now, because when Cupid shoots his arrow on February 14th, you won't be shooting anything unless you get her some flowers.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk.
Present.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
You know, don't treat yourself about things in life that you can experience. One of those would be watching Pat Godwin in the break room.
Should we just have that camera just have a
I
separate
think we
feed?
should. I just happened to walk by. I was
Yeah.
tossing the can away, and he's there with his. He's trying to navigate his Starbucks cup, and he drops his cup, and he's cursing.
Bend over now.
Bend over, and he's like somebody shot him. Oh,
it's like I'm 90.
Like that. And anyway, maybe we should sell that. It's like the Bob and Tom experience. Part of it.
The Pat cam.
You can have access to the Pat cam.
Groaning and moaning all day.
There's Josh Arnold. Hey, there's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
I'd pay for the Patreon. You kidding me?
Oh, yeah. Patrick, spend a day with Pat.
What are we doing now? Shut up, we're lying. Come on, get over here.
We got a tale to tell.
Yeah.
Ace, I've got good news for you.
Just keep nodding your head, yes.
Good news for Ace. Let's see. Okay, now
we've only got one more joke to go.
One
right?
more.
No, we've only done 2.
We missed one.
Yeah, we did.
What?
We did.
Double doses.
Right.
Once again, we had a United States military veteran reporting for duty from England.
Yeah.
I insist.
Wanted to hear an Ace Cosby joke of the day every hour.
I insist we double up then, like he's doing a set. How about that?
Well, we have to do one. We have to do one right now to keep up with the demand here.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What do you call a can opener that doesn't work?
What?
A can opener.
A can't opener. We're 3 for 3, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm laughing at Josh making fun of
The
him.
enthusiam with which he's received
opener.
that joke.
Come on, one more.
Let's do the 4th.
Give it up one more time for Ace Cosby.
Oh, we're doing it. Back to back.
Yeah.
Joke of the day.
My male member was in the Guinness Book of World Records.
It was.
Then the librarian said, "Put that down."
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
So it's actually in the.
He just flopped it over in the book.
Yeah.
See that? See what happened there?
Librarian. Dick mark. Yeah, the librarian wasn't happy.
Everybody! To the place. Munich, Germany. Munich, Germany. To mama.
They were singing yesterday in Munich.
Take me home.
At the
And if
NFL
you didn't
game.
see that, try to catch that. It's heartwarming.
It is
Speaking of the
heartwarming.
NFL, good news for you,
We're all
Ace.
Americans at heart, I think. Is
Good
what
news
that
for you,
says.
Ace.
Okay.
This is from Mark Patrick, a friend of the show, a veteran of this program. He says, remember, no, Ace, I should point out, is a huge Las Vegas Raiders fan. Mark writes, remember, since the Colts were playing the Raiders in Nevada, the result of the game will not be official until next Thursday. See, Ace, so there's still, there's still hope. That's a fine piece of work. Christy Lee's at the Bob and Tom news desk. Today we call it the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news. That game available at Target.
Honey, I'm never safe for work.
No, she ain't. She ain't.
I think she's saying she's naughty, Tom.
Oh, wow.
She's a bad girl, that Christy Lee.
She's a bad girl.
You want to see her in the green room?
Yeah. Hey, a recent survey of 2,000
Kind of Christmassy, sort of a pink and green room.
seniors
All right.
finds that many feel their 20s and 30s were the happiest years of their lives.
Just cram it.
The poll conducted by Bright Star Care found that 30% of those over the age of 65 would choose to relive their 30s, while 25% would relive their 20s.
That's right. I was drinking, killing Japanese. it was a hell of a
cigarettes. It was the Battle of the Bulge. How those Japanese got over to Europe, I'll never know.
I was getting a check from the government.
Time of my life. I never felt better.
I haven't felt joy since I left.
So wait a second. So the essence of this is that more of those would choose to relive their 30s than their 20s.
Yes, what would
say
you say?
I would say that's because when they were in their 30s, they probably had more money.
Man, I would relive my 20s. They were so
They
fun.
probably had their kids and the family life and really enjoying it.
I didn't have kids.
But still,
it was
even
fun.
but only 30%. So the other 70%.
Huh.
So, it's not,
Yeah, they said something else, didn't they?
Well, 30% said they would choose their 30s. 25 said their 20s. So now we're down to, what, 45% of
I gotta
those?
say, mid 40s,
Really?
50s. Yeah,
Those
I'll
were
go
your-
anywhere where I'm less sore. Just send me back just a few years where I don't feel like I've been thrown off an airplane without a parachute.
If you had a chance to redo, this is going to be a horrible question.
Oh God.
One major decision, what would it be?
Wait, do not limit chick to
Hang
one.
on a
That's
second.
not fair.
Hang on a second. You need to play another Mr. Obvious so I can strangle her.
But remember, she's saucy today. Remember what she said?
Yeah, she's naughty.
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm just asking. The survey asked that. I didn't.
Well, ask
What did
somebody
people
else
say?
that question.
20%. Tom said they would have saved more money.
Okay.
14% would have invested earlier. That's kind of
It's
the same, isn't
thing,
it?
yeah.
39 wish they'd received better advice about money when they were younger.
Seems to be a theme here.
Yeah. Still 36% said regardless of the
30%
past.
said I would have developed a taste for dog food sooner.
You know,
That way,
got myself used to
it wasn't such a shock.
That way, since I pissed away all my money, I
Because it really is,
someone
you
had
know.
given me advice on living without heat.
Bought more coats.
Boy, if we didn't laugh, we'd cry. Huh?
Still 36%.
the good news is I got a lot of those hard-on pills.
Yeah. Oh, that'll keep me warm.
that and a toaster.
Regardless of the past, they are happy with their life as it is.
Is that right?
And the same percentage of respondents felt that the errors they made in the past taught them valuable life lessons.
Very happy.
No kidding.
Don't get me wrong. I can't wait for it to end. But I still, it's taking forever.
Would you
Every day is the same.
have any advice for your younger self?
Oh, yes.
What would yours be?
Oh, watch more porn. Come on. No, it would probably be to relax a little bit.
I'd say get that toupee early on, so that way when
You know what?
It's not a
when you
shock.
go
I
balls
will-
at 40,
I will
no one's
tell
going to
you
be
this.
stunned.
There was a particular point in my life where if I would have listened to my gut more, I would have, but I didn't, and
That's-
I should have.
Right here, follow your intuition.
Yes, I should have.
Well, there are a lot of people that follow their intuition
and
right
I
into
have
the toilet.
regretted it. I've regretted it almost every minute,
Yeah.
every day.
What does Donnie say? Hindsight is 50-50.
Other respondents said accept challenges and don't be afraid to seize life.
Yes.
Nice and vague. Okay.
Oh, for Pete's sake. They mean something.
Yeah.
For a lot of these people answered the question. No. What was the exact wording of the question again?
Of which question? There were a couple.
The first
of them.
Something back.
The first one, the poll conducted by Bright Star, the happiest years of your life. What decades would they be? What years?
Well, if I could remember the question, those were good years.
I don't care what decade, so long as you take me back to when I had control of my anus.
Yeah, it makes everything difficult now.
Now,
Do you lose control
okay,
of that,
now,
too?
in general,
I can't be more than 30 feet away from a toilet.
I wish they'd ask this question. At what age were you your best looking?
Today.
Oh, I can answer that.
Today for me.
Really?
Oh, I'm way hotter than I ever was.
You are. You look good.
God bless it. I'm hot.
Anybody want to take this?
No, let him go.
Do you have what do you think, Christy? You think not just for
Mid
yourself?
2000s for me, I guess.
No, but I mean, what age? At what age are you think you're your best looking?
I was probably 45.
Really? Oh, that's nice. Very good.
See, I'm 44.
Yes.
Hot.
Chick, you're hot now.
I'm hot.
Hot.
Check me out.
What do you call an old guy like Chick that's hot?
Hot.
Oh, I love this joke.
A dilf?
A gilf?
Grandpa?
Yeah.
Oh, a grandpa. A gilf.
Yeah, Gilfy, Gilf.
I think that's what somebody called Jeff Saturday that was in my presence over the weekend, and I go, you realize he's not that old.
He looks great.
He looks great.
He's when he was playing, obviously he carried a little more weight.
But you remember when we used to talk to him, that was his, and I don't think he addressed this on the air, but one of his biggest struggles was keeping weight on. No, he just could not, because you need that bulk when you're down in there.
Man.
But he was never a big guy.
I would imagine you drink a lot of your meals just because the calorie.
Yeah, just high calories.
A lot of Ensure.
And once again, that was one of the big stories, of course, of the week, with Jeff Saturday becoming the head coach of the Colts. And the first game where he was in command, they did win.
Well done, Jeff.
Yeah, no kidding. And everyone who knows him says the same thing, which is he is a great guy.
I'd like to meet him. You guys all have.
He's a great guy.
He actually, Josh, he texted me saying, I specifically don't want to meet Josh Arnold.
What the heck?
Yeah,
that's weird.
He called you. Never mind.
They called
You were being mean.
He called me something you've been wanting to call me.
He called you dickless, is what he called you. And I couldn't believe it.
That's right.
Time to move forward here. Right now,
sounds like something he'd say.
give me the teaser, Christy.
Coming up, we have the Rockefeller tree ushers in the Christmas season in New York City. We have a fourth grader who saved a life. Possibly.
No, he didn't.
It's a she, isn't it?
Well, then, I know it.
God.
I think.
You know what?
Thanks, Josh. That's very helpful.
Jesus.
Right now, I want to talk about
is
the
a
holidays.
she.
We're going to be talking about the Rockefeller tree. Also, we're going to be talking about Hello Fresh. Delicious chef-crafted recipes coming right to your door. How does it work? They do the shopping. They box it up. They do the measuring, and it's all fresh ingredients. Every week, more than 35 new recipes to choose from, and there's always something new to try, and there's always something that fits your particular, let's just call it food lifestyle. Maybe you like good old-fashioned comfort food. Maybe you're doing low-carb, maybe low-cal. Even if you're a vegan, HelloFresh has something for you. Pre-portioned ingredients, easy-to-follow recipes. They're on these big cards like Willie has. What's that one over there?
One of my favorites, the pork carnitas tacos with pickled onion and Monterey Jack cheese. HelloFresh is going to send you 12 ingredients. You put those together in 6 easy steps, and in just over a half hour, you have this delicious, colorful taco dish that you made at home with help from our friends at HelloFresh.
Famous for their 20-minute meals. It's restaurant-quality food. You're doing it at home, having some fun. Great for date night, Josh. Get started today, HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. Why BTShow65? To knock 65% off, plus free shipping from HelloFresh. So now is the time to give it a shot. Once again, the code is BTShow65, 65% off, and free shipping. HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. Shrooms on the way. Also, there's an interesting movie was made about a interesting story, and the guy's dead. We'll tell you about it when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Kim.
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
Involves Naomi Biden, granddaughter of President Joe Biden. She'll tie the knot with Peter Neal. The nuptials will be the 19th at the White House in its history, and it will feature the first granddaughter of a president. 9 of the 18 documented White House weddings were for a president's daughter. Most recently, Richard Nixon's daughter, Tricia, in 1971. Only one president was married at the White House. Can you guess? Yep, Grover Cleveland. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
This is Tom. Coming up Tuesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show. We'll be joined by our NFL correspondent, comedian Kostaki Economopoulos.
The Lions, this is amazing to me, had more playoff wins in 1957 than since 1957.
Whoa.
Yeah. That Yoko Ono has a better record.
That's Tuesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Time now for Flash Traffic with the fastest man in the world, 9-time Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis.
And now we go to our Flash Traffic reporter, Carl Lewis, with traffic on the west side.
Hey, Bob and Tom, I'm on the west side and traffic looks great. Now I'm going to run over to the far east side and take a look at traffic conditions over there. Okay, I'm on the east side now. Everything looks smooth over here. Want me to check the north side?
Sure, Carl.
All right, here we go. Oh, guys, traffic is running off fine up here up north. Anything else you need?
Listen, Carl, could you check south side traffic? I know it's a long way. You could also pick up an iced tea for me, venti green iced tea at Starbucks on your way, if you don't mind.
Okay, that's a little step, but I'll get there. Oh, my goodness, that was kind of a detour, but here, 2 Splendors just like you like it.
Thank you very much, Carl. Carl, could you come back to the studio to sign some photos for us?
Oh, okay, I can do that. Sure thing, Tom. Oh, made it. All right, give me a pen.
This has been Flash Traffic with Carl Lewis.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, well, check out. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hey there, good looking. Christy Lee.
Pick you up later.
At the news desk. There she is. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello, I've got a veteran request here that is the, to end all veteran requests. We'll put it that way.
Oh, boy.
There's Ace Cosby.
And we have a coda to one of the previous.
There's Willie Griswold. Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold. And here's Josh Arnold.
You got a letter?
Dear Bob and Tom, 12-year United States Army veteran. I had knee surgery last week, so I've been laid up in bed since Wednesday.
Left knee, right knee.
Weenie.
It is his weenie.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Boy, you don't want that in the sling.
I'd like to make a super special Veterans Day request. Boy, this is something. Could I request that Josh and Chick both give Tom a nice, sweet kiss on the top of the head? And when they're finished, I want Tom to say, "Oh, what a lovely tea party."
You know what? I think you had me going up right up to the, oh, what a lovely tea party.
So I kiss him on top of the head. You kiss him on the top of the head.
So is the pain medication interfering with his erection? So what's going on?
Tom looks up and says, "Oh, what a lovely tea party." Erickson goes on to say, if Tom doesn't agree to this, the terrorists win. And it will be the worst Veterans Day ever for this poor bedridden
I have a
infantry vet.
I have a curveball.
Okay.
I don't agree to it for a lot of reasons.
And then he says, P.S. maybe some Uncle B.S. from Tim Wilson.
Okay, well, all of these things would be possible if we didn't already have something booked for this segment.
I don't
So
want
we'll have
to,
to come back to that.
I don't want to get up.
Right now, we're going to check in with comedian Reno Collier.
Either move to somewhere else in the house or clean up your garage.
What is that?
Once again, Reno calling from his garage.
They won't leave. They won't leave.
Who's in your house?
Remember?
I've had people in my house for 3 weeks. They're my step grandkids, and there's 7 of them. And my next door neighbor saw the 7-year-old in the back porch with a dog and goes, "Are you enjoying your visit?" And he goes, "Visit? We live here now." And I'm
boy.
Uh-oh.
This is terrible.
Okay, well,
it's something special.
So I guess whenever you go shopping and you come back with a bag, you stack them up there right behind you, huh? Looks like you got a few hundred of them.
Yeah, I chuck them. They're Aldi's.
Yeah.
Very, yeah. You know, that way you don't have to buy them every time, but then I forget them, so they stack up into piles of 800.
Right.
I do that.
How's the temperature down there, Reno? A little chilly?
It's getting colder in the garage as this goes on.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The ironing board is a lovely color of brown.
You know what would warm up the garage once you start that car? See what happens.
I thought about it.
Yeah,
I bet you have.
I bet you have. Yeah.
I just need someone to keep hitting the gas so it doesn't take so long.
So you don't have an end date on that, huh?
All right.
No, the painters just can't seem to get it done. 2 days turned into 3 weeks, and
oh boy.
Yeah, I'd love to tell you the name of the company, but it's probably illegal.
So these folks are having their house painted, and that's why they're living at your house.
Yeah, and I feel bad for them too. They have a dog that's bigger than Bo, and they're just prison going at it constantly, and it's not easy on anybody.
Okay,
it's not
now before we get to your segment, I wanted to feature something. Comedian Chad Daniels was in here one day, and we were responding to a news story about a guy who I think he was a president of his class or something at Lehigh University. Am I getting this right?
Mm-hmm.
And he robbed a bank. Remember this story?
Mm-hmm.
And we played the piece earlier today, but the first time we aired it, there was a technical issue. We had forgotten to edit out one of the words in the presentation. This is that version of the. This is the first time it aired. Now we have since bleeped it, but this is how it sounded.
To be honest, I'd never heard of the first bank that treats you like you're the Lehigh University class president turned bank robber. But since it seemed to fit me to a T, I told the bank manager that I had a 3.9 GPA, was a member of several extracurricular programs, volunteered at the nursing home, and if he didn't give me all the cash in the drawer, I'd blow his head off.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah, that's the sound of.
That's the way I remember it.
Me scrambling to hit the other button.
Yeah.
You can see how that happened, Reno.
Oh yeah.
That was very unfortunate. Great news story though, very interesting. And it goes on from there. It's quite clever. Mike Mark got a Tommy Award for his performance in that. By the way, it was excellent. In the meantime, we return to comedian Reno Collier, and Reno. Now, are you on the road this week?
Yeah, but I'm doing corporate stuff in Birmingham, and then I'm flying to Denver Thursday, and then Nebraska.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's busy, but I don't have to sell the tickets, which makes it so much easier.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
You going to go see Larry at the compound in Nebraska?
No, I'm just going to go do my show and head back to the house. It's not by his house. Nebraska's a big big state, Josh.
Long.
Lots of pins.
Didn't mean to bother you, Reno.
I'm just kidding, dude.
Sounds like somebody would say, hey, Larry, I'm in the Nebraska area. I'd like to come by. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Larry, the cable guy, of course, has a much bigger garage than the one you're currently living in.
He sure does. He sure does. But it probably is just as messy. So
I believe that.
Yeah.
He just has, instead of Aldi's bags, he has tour buses stacked up.
Yeah, filled with Prilosec.
He doesn't have a 2-car garage. He has a Cars 2 garage. It's all the money he made from Cars 2.
Very good.
It fits 22 cars.
Well done, Willie.
Very good indeed. Now, Reno, you have a very special segment that you call, is it the Country Fried Take?
Country Fried Take, yes, sir.
What do you got today?
So, in this day and age, as in all previous generations, you hear older people complain about kids who are a bunch of entitled, spoiled brats. And they are, but it's our fault. We've raised them as a generation to think they are entitled and owed a life without real struggle. They can play Little League, lose 32-1, and then be given an award and celebrated like they did something courageous for trying. And they did do something. They sucked. Sorry. I'm living in the garage. Give me a break. That's a terrible lesson to carry into adulthood. If you work as a teacher, take your class on a field trip, and come back with one of 33 kids, I promise you won't be celebrated for just getting the one. You have to learn at a young age. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, and be taught how to be good at both. If you make excuses for your kid, like the only reason you lost the game was because the referee sucked and it's unfair, and it's not your fault, Timmy, you'll be saying the same thing to him in 10 years about the judge. Oh, Timmy, the only reason you're going to jail is because the judge sucked. When you get there, remind them you're allergic to peanuts and like your head rubbed while you fall asleep. Well, guess what? One of those things is going to happen, and you better hope it involves peanuts. Not to mention, we learn more from losing than we do winning. If you want your kid to display empathy, they need their ass kicked to have the ability to know what it feels like for things not to go your way. If your kid's in a position to help a friend in need and the worst thing they've ever been through is they have to take a bite of pizza before they finish their cake, your kid's advice to the other kid is pretty much limited to, screw them, do what I do, just come completely unglued and go off the rails in a public place. They'll give in. Oh, yeah, they always give in. And now there's 2 peckerheads off to the races, and it goes and it goes. I was behind a mom and a dad with a van full of kids in a fast food drive-thru, and something was wrong with their order, so someone threw the drink back in the window at the employee.
Oh.
Now, first of all, you're an idiot for treating people who handle your food like that. I've worked in restaurants and seen what happens to food when customers are jerks. One restaurant I worked at, the cooks called it adding the hot mustard. To this day, I don't know exactly what that is, but I'm pretty sure you don't want it in your mouth. Secondly, that's a human being working to support themselves and their family. Just because you're looking for someone to dump on because your life sucks doesn't mean you're some burger queen. You think the drive-through people like listening to your dumbass kids screaming in their headsets? Then your brat kid gets a 9-piece with only 8 in it and you throw a drink at him? You want to know why your kid's a dick? Because you're a dick. I don't know which parent chucked it, but I can tell you this, the mom had on workout clothes, and apparently the parking lot was too far away to walk in the restaurant and handle it. And if it was the dad, you should be ashamed of yourself that I can't tell the difference of who threw it. You just showed all your kids how to react when there's a minor screw up. How about if that happened to you at your job, lady? You're getting ready to sucker all your wine mom friends into some neighborhood pyramid scheme. You put out your pigs in a blanket and you're short one, and one of your day drinking friend yells out, "You're short of this one, you old hag," and rifles a White Claw at your head. I do a scenario for the dad, but judging by his throwing motion, it would be the same story. I just think it's unfair to blame kids for acting one way while many of us have shown them by our example that it's actually acceptable. Kids learn from our actions, not our words. And if we want to change the tide, it starts with us. Let's encourage them, because eventually we're going to need someone to wipe our ass and change our diapers. And if we don't teach them empathy, we'll all be sitting in it. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my Country Fried Take.
Thank you,
Very
Reno.
nice, Reno.
Well done.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, boy. Well, Reno, we're going to
I live in the garage.
Let you get back to your garage. And Say hi to Larry the Cable Guy for us. And,
I'll tell him you all said hi.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Reno.
See you, Reno.
Thanks, guys.
Reno.
Yeah, I didn't want to force Reno to sit through the obituary segment of our program. We have a couple of deaths in showbiz, if you will.
Gallagher, the long-haired watermelon-smashing comedian, has passed away. He died at the age of 76 after a brief illness. With a beret on his head and a few simple props from a can of oil to a bullwhip, the man born Leo Anthony Gallagher Jr. built a nationwide following in the 70s and 80s. His act included observational humor, political commentary, and, of course, his trademark sledge-o-matic destruction.
Ah, yes.
He was in here a couple times. He was not particularly popular among a lot of other comedians.
No.
But we had kind of a weird run-in with him. He came in. Do you remember this one?
Yeah, he wasn't in a good mood that day.
He had just not made the list of the top 100 comedians.
I think that's what started it.
Yeah, that tipped him off.
He was very upset about it.
Oh, bummer.
Remember, he always used to say, the Avon lady may ring your chimes, but me and this hammer ring one time or something like that.
Yeah,
I enjoyed him. I saw him live a couple times.
Yeah, I think he sort of was unfairly.
I think he set a record for Showtime specials. I know.
Yeah, back in the day, it was him and who was the other guy?
I'm only going to tell you one more time, and then you're going to write it down.
What is it?
John Biner.
John Biner.
Write it down.
Well, and he was just on a show that was on Showtime. He wasn't doing.
But he was showing up a lot. In any event, Gallagher, I love the move where he
being on a show. It happened to be a special.
Gallagher had many stand-up
John
specials.
Biner had many bizarre
episodes.
The show was yes, same thing.
It's not the. Those are two different things.
Absolutely the same thing. You're defending Gallagher in my presence.
That's right.
John Biner's still alive, right?
Yeah,
Is he?
yeah.
And the only reason people watched Bizarre was because there were naked ladies on it every week, and we're getting used to it.
There were naked ladies on it?
Oh, sure were.
Oh, on Showtime?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
The early days of cable.
Yeah.
That and Dream On for
that and the girls working out.
In any event, Gallagher.
Why don't you go fish?
It was somewhat dated, like all comedy. So,
well, now Gallagher 2 can drop the 2 off his name.
That's true. Yeah.
Gallagher,
did you hear that response?
Do you want to explain
It
that?
could be the Gallagher that's still alive.
Do you want to explain that, Josh?
Sure, yeah. Gallagher's brother was going out as Gallagher 2.
But apparently he had his brother's permission to go out and do the act.
Okay, you want to explain it, Tom?
Well, no, I mean, the way you're explaining it is that you're leaving out the most important part.
But then they got into a fight, right?
Right,
yeah.
apparently.
Yeah. Shouldn't have said it.
Okay. Did you see Gallagher or Gallagher 2?
I saw John Biner.
No, he's not playing anymore.
I don't know why that set him off.
Okay.
It didn't set me off. Stop. I'm playing along with the grumpiness.
You're still setting off.
The man who inspired the Steven Spielberg film The Terminal has died.
One of Spielberg's lesser films.
And he died fittingly in Paris's Charles de Gaulle Airport over the weekend.
I believe John Biner flew in there once.
According to shut up.
Now Christy's harassing me.
Let's watch it.
According to an official with the Paris Airport Authority, Maran Karimi Nassari died after a heart attack in the airport's Terminal 2F.
Well, that'll do it.
Nassari lived in the airport's Terminal 1 from 1988 until 2006. First in legal limbo because he lacked residency papers, later by apparent choice.
From 1988 to 2006.
He stayed at the airport until 2006 when he was hospitalized, and then later lived in a Paris shelter. But in the weeks before his death, he began living again at Charles de Gaulle Airport.
There you go.
Again?
Sounds like facts, Josh.
His story
Try whipping John Biner into this one. Okay.
loosely inspired 2004's The Terminal, starring Tom Hanks, as well as a French film, Lost in Transit, and an opera called Flight.
God, that has to be insufferable. A story about a mentally disturbed guy that would prefer living in the airport.
Man, I do like that movie, honestly. I think it's...
but yeah, it's Tom Hanks. You know, it's
exactly.
BO-ridden, stinky, screwed up homeless guy living in the airport. Well, sorry, we can't wait for our flight because the BO King is over there.
The BO King.
Who are you guys talking about? The guy taking a dump behind the Cinnabon.
They're going to spread
Why wouldn't he go to the bathroom? There are plenty of...
there's a bathroom behind the Cinnabon.
They're going to spread his
I'd
ashes.
rather do it in hallway.
I feel more comfortable.
I never felt more alive.
Now, did he die in the airport?
Yeah, that was the whole point.
No, that was Gallagher. Thank you.
Where are they going to spread his ashes, Tom?
They're going to put him in a watermelon, and Gallagher's going to smash him. I don't know.
Introduced by John Biner, host of the show. You guys know that.
Put his ashes in the designated smoking area at the airport.
Oh, man.
The guy obviously had mental issues if he moved
Maybe
back.
he liked living in the airport.
Well, great. I'd like living in the White House, but I don't go over there and just move
Look
in.
at the room he had.
It doesn't cost anything.
Hang on. Ace wants to, God knows what, add something.
Well, also last week we lost one of the great voices of rock and roll, Dan McCafferty from Nazareth.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I know that.
That hurts.
Are you kidding me? And this is how you tell me.
Right now, I want to remind you.
What a week I'm having.
Tonight's NFL game
Monday.
features Chick's team.
And Kevin Conroy also passed away, the voice of Batman.
That's
true.
too.
And Bud Friedman. Are we going to keep going?
We don't have time. The NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. Mondays, Thursdays, Sunday night, the Thanksgiving games, the Christmas games, the International Series, every postseason game. You can listen on the NFL app on WestwoodOneSports.com via Westwood One station streams or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. It's the NFL, and it's on Westwood One. Tonight's game features your Commanders, and they're taking on the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you have not picked this game. Is that
No,
also
Philadelphia's going to score as many points as they want to. Remember I said that?
Okay.
Until they get tired.
But you don't feel like making that an additional shoe-in pick?
No, Tom, please. Not today. Please.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything. I didn't. I said
Please,
earlier in the show
not
I wouldn't put any pressure on you.
He's grieving. I mean, the guy from Nazareth died.
Yeah. And I just heard about it like 5 minutes ago. Can I have a moment?
Okay, sorry. By the way, nice tag.
You think love hurts? This is
if you're going to
tough.
tag a segment, that's the way to go.
Good Lord.
You shout out recent deaths. How about this? Here's a question you can answer, Chick. What's your sleep number setting?
100, Tom, a firm mattress. That's the way Daddy likes it.
Christy Lee?
45. Actually, no, I changed it to 40.
Okay, you're back down.
Yeah,
to
I'm down to 40.
You're going to be on the floor before we know it.
Another couple weeks.
Proven quality sleep is very important, and Sleep Number knows what they're talking about in this realm. That's why they've developed the mattress famously that can be adjusted at the touch of a button, and either side has its own setting. So when it comes to firmness, you're going to get where you want. Also, these smart mattresses help you decide what the special firmness level for you should be. And they've done a lot of research into the technology of sleeping, what you need to do to get better sleep, and temperature-wise, what's going on. That's a huge thing, and Sleep Number is all about helping you get better sleep. And right now, they're all about saving you a huge amount of money. 40% on the famous Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. Plus, for a brief period of time here, special financing is available. So now's the time. Go to your favorite Sleep Number store, which you will find online at sleepnumber.com/BT Show. Sleep Number, by the way, is the official sleep and wellness partner of the National Football League. By the way, this special event on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed is subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments are required. Details at sleepnumber.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. And coming up, we're going to try to squeeze in the Heimlich maneuver and a little bit of history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Drink fast.
Okay, you got the rules now? All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Not Safe for Work edition.
Yes.
Of Poetry for Neanderthals. All right. Everybody's got their cards ready to go.
Right.
Yep.
Pat Godwin. Ace Cosby.
Got it.
Remember, one-syllable words are the key here. Chick McGee.
Ugh.
Okay. Josh Arnold.
Me got it.
Okay. That's fine. Christy Lee.
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's
You know,
very good.
that would
This
be
is
a
Tom
female
speaking.
caveman, wouldn't it? Yes. Ready.
Okay, you ready to go? Now, Chick, you're going to start.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I want you
Give us
to
hints.
give us some hints.
Okay, now.
And we have to guess.
Your first word.
Give us the word, please.
Hole.
What?
Hole.
Vagina.
Face.
Mouth.
Close.
No.
Ear.
Eye socket.
What, can I say no?
Yes, that's a one-syllable word.
Tongue.
Throat.
Now, yes.
Okay, so now you try to get us to guess the second phrase.
Deep throat.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Someone jumped all over that one.
Boom.
Little deep throat from Christy Lee.
I don't want to brag, but those were amazing clues.
Yes.
Okay. Christy, you take a shot at it.
Twice.
Double.
2.
Twins.
Testicles.
Balls. Oh. Is that okay? Breath. Oh, boob.
No.
Gang.
No.
Stool samples.
Kidneys.
Three-way.
Coop.
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 What?
Cock.
Chick.
Cocks.
Chicken.
Little.
Small cocks. Smallpox.
Smallpox. Yes.
Is it smallpox?
It's got to be small.
Tell us.
No.
What's our hint? 2?
2. Twice.
Come.
Double dong.
2 twice small.
And coop.
Coop. Little.
I know.
Sports car.
Deuce. Deuce.
Little
Yes.
deuce coop.
Deuce on my chest.
Deuce on my chest.
Drop a deuce.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
That's the
all right.
Wait a minute.
Wait, we made that up.
We tried to.
Drop a deuce.
It says
it's
drop
there.
a deuce.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
this is certainly not safe for work, but it's safe for radio.
Poetry for Neanderthals. Thanks, everybody.
Wins in Sunday Night Football. NBA winners yesterday. Joel Embiid has 59. Philly beat Utah. Also winning Oklahoma City, Washington, Minnesota, Denver, Sacramento, and the Lakers. And NHL winners in regulation, Dallas, Boston, the Rangers, and Tampa Bay. San Jose wins in a shootout, beating Minnesota. And Winnipeg wins in overtime, beating Seattle. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games, and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, he was so sweet. It was our first date, and he went all out. He bought me dinner, he got me drunk, and then I got bald.
Oh, did you ever? It was perfect.
Britney Spears recently shocked the world with her latest fashion statement, a completely shaved head. Now, to commemorate Britney's new look, Bob and Tom Labs is proud to introduce their new perfume, Bald. B-A-L-D. Bald. A fragrance for today's unraveling woman. She's kooky, she's crazy, and she's getting bald.
Tomorrow's my girlfriend's birthday, and she'll definitely be getting bald.
What woman wouldn't love to get bald?
My wife and I are celebrating our 30th anniversary soon. I thought she'd be thrilled when I told her she was gonna get bald, but she just rolled over and went back to sleep.
Okay, almost everybody wants to get bald. Be sure to get some today. Just look for the slick box, and you'll know you're getting bald.
B-A-L-D. Bald.
Bob and Tom. 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
This is for the people going through heartbreak right now, and you don't know what to do about it.
Okay.
Get sick, turn my stomach, throw up, chuck, pray to the porcelain god. Barf, belch, bail out, blow chunks, lose lunch, vomit, feed the fish, and heave a log. Evacuate all you ate, retch, rot, regurgitate, drop your cookies, puke, and spew. Hurl, purge are just a few words that come up when I think about you.
One way of doing it.
That's quality material.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
At the Indiana State Fairgrounds.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk. It's Christy Lee. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby, manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Yep.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom taking a look at history, I think. Is that right, Tom?
I was just reading more about this guy that died at the Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
The guy lived in the airport.
Yeah.
God, from 1988 till 2006.
That's what I'm saying.
A long time.
Wow. But he died over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Apparently whatever he had was terminal.
Yeah, that was brought the whole story back.
Terminal.
The name of the movie. But also
Terminal's what he just said. Terminal. It was terminal.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Officials in Wisconsin are saying a fourth grader saved a classmate from choking by performing the Heimlich maneuver on her. Essie Collier noticed one of her classmates was in distress during lunch. The 9-year-old girl recalled, quote, "I just saw that she was holding her neck and I rushed up there as fast as I could."
Oh, my gosh.
Teacher Samantha Bradshaw said Essie wrapped her arms around the student and began performing the Heimlich. Her classmate's airway was cleared, and within seconds, the girl was breathing fine.
What a hero.
Essie said she learned the technique 2 years earlier from a YouTube instructional video. The Racine Unified School Board plans to honor Essie for her heroics at a board meeting later this month.
As they should.
Yes.
But she learned it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
So the lesson is teach the kids some of the stuff they're getting on YouTube. Right? I mean...
Well, if they're good things.
Yeah.
I mean, the real question is, can she write in cursive? They're teaching her that.
They found a way to...
Yeah, he's against that. For those of you who don't know, he does against cursive writing.
And how is cursive in there?
Yeah, say exactly.
It's just a total waste of time.
It's not
It really is.
Teach the kids Chinese. They're going to need to know.
Time now for
I
Shut
agree
Up.
with that.
Today in history, let's distract him. November...
I don't know.
14.
Okay, let's see what happened on this date in history.
That's a great question. What is it?
Oh, boy. A gentleman by the name of Louis Timothy was hired as the first professional librarian in Philadelphia in 1732.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, it must not be a very big day if that's the...
No, it was...
He said, shh, better than any of the other
He sure did.
people going for the...
Shut it down.
1851, Herman Melville's Moby Dick, first published in the United States. Massive flop.
Well, sure.
Did not become popular till the 1920s.
Real depressing.
Boy, that's like winning the lottery when you're 99.
Yeah.
Isn't that... Isn't Moby's name like Herman Melville or something? Moby, the
Oh, no kidding?
I think so.
That's where he got that?
Or Herman, or maybe his last name's Melville. I'm not sure. I should have looked this up.
What? But Herman Melville wrote the book Moby Dick.
No, he's saying the musician Moby.
The recording
Musician Moby, recording artist. They call him Moby because it has something to do. Or maybe his name's Whale. I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Dick Whale. I think that's his name. Why are you looking at me?
1882, Franklin Leslie kills who?
Which is it?
Franklin
What year?
Leslie.
1882.
He shot
the
Lord
John
Franz
Lennon.
Ferdinand.
Oh.
Billy the Kid.
Chick, you were right. Moby's middle name is Melville. You were right.
There you go. See?
Billy the Kid shot in 1882 in Tombstone, Arizona. Handy.
Wait a minute. I thought.
Oh, they make good pizza.
I thought Billy the Kid was killed by. Oh no, that's Jesse James. Never mind.
Yeah,
Robert
the coward, Robert Ford.
Robert Ford. Yeah. Bobby Ford.
Here you go. You'll love this one, chick. 1993, Miami Dolphins coach Don Shula becomes the coach with the most wins in NFL history. 347. I believe Mr. Belichick, I think he's on 325.
Belichick just passed Hallis. That's right, and or tied Hallis. I forget which it is, and.
To the moon, Hallis.
And Hallis, not Alice. Although George Hallis's wife named Alice.
Alice.
Isn't that something?
Yes.
They live in a palace, I hear.
She likes to put drinks in a chalice. Okay.
Yeah, she sure does.
How you doing?
She loves a phallus.
That's how she poisons.
She digs huge phallus.
Time now for Things We Learned.
I'm a
Brought
big
to you by
phallus fan.
Napa Auto Parts.
Size queen.
Happy birthday to the King of England.
Napa Auto Parts stores. Charles III.
74 today.
Son of a gun. Oh, you know The Crown.
Yeah,
the new
season 5.
The tampon thing's coming up.
I heard that King Charles flew to the United States so we could get free meal at Denny's.
Isn't that good? Yeah.
Things we learned today. Great NFL games this weekend. Buffalo, Minnesota. You're not going to find a better game anywhere in the history of the world. Ace trash talked real early with an in-yo face for Willie.
In-yo face.
Did not go well. Jeff Saturday and the Colts win that game. The crowd in Munich. The Buccaneers and the Seahawks, they like John Denver in Germany. And a Babe Ruth glove sold for $1.53 million. And they had a congratulatory dinner at the top of the bat. What I meant to say was congratulatory.
Okay. Happy birthday to friends of the show, Harland Williams and Patrick Warburton.
Oh.
Thank you.
And then also Claude Monet. Who can forget that?
That's my birthday. It's my.
Thank you so much. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Hey.